Hello, everyone, and welcome to, I want to say, episode 55?
Is it 55? I thought it was 54.
55.
One more 5, and we'd be 5s.
Indeed.
But yes, hello,
Open your
everyone.
eyes, bitches.
Open your eyes to episode 55. Yes, hello and welcome to episode 55, Geek Each Week Live. I'm one of your hosts, Christopher Long from Long's Toys. I'm joined by my good buddies, Rye. What's up, Rye?
What's up? That's what you asked. I'm good.
You seem it. Aresol, what's up, Aresol?
Hi.
We got Frozen Stratos, aka Corey.
Hello.
We got Josh, aka Josh. What is up?
Hey, we're off to a great start so far.
Yes, I'm loving it. It was funny because Rye appeared as if from nowhere. We got ready for the show. The show started. She wasn't here. And then when we came in, she was here. I was like, damn, she's like
Perfect timing, yeah.
ninja. All right, so let's shout out the chat. We got Tyler Nutter, Carrie Hurricane, Floof, Chenix, Power Rider, Rivers, AJMC, Blade Raider, Thrasher, Exaram, and Adam Prime. Hello, everyone. I'm probably saying it wrong. I apologize.
I'm just laughing at Chris's comment.
Oh, I didn't. Oh. Yes, they were all invisible. It was just an empty
It was
case.
very authentic to the character. I was surprised.
Yeah.
My chat didn't scroll down, so we also have Toku Chris, K the Everything Nimpo, Camaro, and Pastel Vampire. So hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on your Friday evening. This is going to be our supersized SDCC episode because it's only 2 days in and there's so much stuff already. So
yeah, there's a ton of stuff.
I'm sure we'll have the other half next week. But let's go ahead and
tomorrow's
get
the
into
MCU panel, so there you go.
Yeah, but we already have all the trademarks, so it's you gotta love trademarks.
Yeah.
But anyway, Rye, what did you get this week? Getting aggro.
Not too much. Move on up. Yeah, hi. Hello. Hello.
A cat?
Hello, child. Please move. So yeah, I was visiting Morgan last weekend and got a couple things. First of all, little hamster.
Oh,
Nice.
Little hamster, because I apparently have a thing for hamsters now all of a sudden. I love it. I don't know why. I blame the Vanguard deck I built a while ago that's all hamsters, and it was like my favorite deck for a while.
What is this game? The all hamster deck.
So in Vanguard there's a clan that's Great Nature, and so it was all like school themed animals, and then eventually there was an archetype that was Hamske, and it was this hamster in like a pencil themed tank. And then they just kept making hamsters to go with Hamske. And so there was enough to build a full deck of Hamske cards.
Well, now that you've explained it, it makes total sense.
Yeah, no, exactly. It
Those school-themed animal cards are the only time I've been tempted to buy Vanguard, because there's no pack of one.
Yeah, there is. It's great. Like one of my triggers is like Correction Chinchilla or something, and it's like a chinchilla with a little thing of whiteout. Nice. One of them's Castanet Donkey. It's just a donkey that has castanets. It's
my
great
favorite
shit.
school supply.
Yeah, it's music class. Yeah. Anyhow, I also got a. He bought me this. He bought me the hamster too, but just like a makeup bag with Stitch on it, because Stitch is
Nice.
So I got that. So thank you for both of those, Morgan. But also we went to a Target, and Target had Bronx. Bronx.
Nice.
So I had to buy Bronx.
Plus now you got the wings for
So
Goliath.
he's wonderful, and yeah, I do have the folded wings for Goliath, and now, like, I love how the folded wings are just sort of scattered about, because Damona's folded wings were on display at SDCC, and I don't remember.
They probably
they
come
keep
with
them.
Lexington, because a lot of the smaller characters, they're packing in larger things like that to make it all like even out.
Yeah,
Because it's a good way to do it.
Yeah, it's
so
like how Marvel always puts the torso of the Build-A-Figure with like the Baby Yoda sized,
Yeah.
just
Or
to
the
even
single
it out.
carded
figures.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I can't. We'll get to that, but that's the simplest thing in the world.
So
Probably $27.99.
probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because of money, I canceled Springer and Bulkhead. I'll go back and get them at some point. But I did get Topspin from the record collection. His weapons went somewhere. I don't know where they went, to be quite honest. I took them out of the box and they vanished. So I'll find them. But yeah, he had a slight flaw in his like waist down here. It
Don't
won't.
we all?
Yeah, right. It won't peg into the ports up there properly for some reason, so I'm still trying to figure out what exactly to do to fix that, because I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know if there's plastic flash on the tabs inside or if there's a tab outside that's too big. I don't know. So I have to figure that out. But he's fine in robot mode, so there's that. And so when I was with Morgan, he has these Switch game cases that are like magnetized, and I really like them. And so oddly enough, one of the tech reviewers that I follow on YouTube did a video for like this case right here. And I was like, oh, those are like the same thing, except this is a 72 game case.
Whoa.
So it arrived today, and I took the time to take all of my games and put them in release order.
Oh my god.
You have
With,
way more games than I do.
With spaces for the games that Morgan has right now, and Kirby is in my Switch right now, so I left spaces for all those. But yeah, and then I put the fucking Snorlax sticker on it just so I knew which way was like front. But yeah, so that was really cool. I love this. It's pretty secure. The magnets are nice. It's really easy to get the game cards in and out. So really cool. Yeah. What else? Was that it? That might have been it. I was gone most of the time, so I didn't have time to get a whole lot. Yeah, I think that's it.
Cool. I got a lot of stuff. So
You don't say.
I'll start at the top, I guess. Although I'll probably knock some stuff down.
Oh, it goes above the camera. Damn.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
So I found these at Target.
No.
I found the other three the other week: the Stonks guy and the superhero costume girl, and then the black and red chicken. So I got these two. I also found a master key that comes with like a different head, but it says it's like one of 5,000.
What?
So I don't know. I might not open that one.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
like variant versions that are like rare and stuff.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have luck at finding those weird Jazzwares micro galaxies then, if that's how they release.
Unless you spent all your luck on that one.
Either way, it was cool. While I was at Target, I went to Target on Tuesday. I got one of these because these are all clearance down to like $1.50. So this is just like a tiny little He-Man Tila. So that was cheap. And while I was there, I cleaned out their red clones, so I got 5 red clones. Because I noticed online that these were starting to go up in price, and I figured, well, I'll get them for retail, and then maybe they'll get new stuff if I clear out the existing pegs. So they have like 2 or 3 Darth Mauls still. I always wonder if they're the Darth Mauls that I took back like 2 years ago, if they're still there. But they didn't really have much. I went back like a couple days later, and they had a full peg of the like $15 size. So it was like a bunch of Scout Troopers and 1 or 2 tech with the stompy thing. Yeah. Let's see. I also got these from Amazon. They were supposed to come out in November. They're here now. Another one, I just got an email, is supposed to come next week. So that's November for you. But I got my Springer, and there's this piece rattling around in it. And I'm like, that's not encouraging. So it turns out there's like a little connection piece that you're supposed to peg the swords onto to become the full helicopter blade in vehicle mode. And it has a little pin in it so that when you peg it in, like that piece will still spin. And that pin was just loose in the box and the little plastic connector. So I put it back on and kind of jammed it back in, and it might hold. I don't really care that much if it spins or not. I mean, even without the pin, I think gravity would just keep it on. But at least I was like, as long as the figure is fine, that's what I don't want like a pin to fall out of his arm or something. I also got this is Twin Twist. Yeah, because he's got the drills. So the thing that Rye just showed off. I opened it up and it was like, here's the piece of a Build-A-Figure hammer. I'm like, this is the stupidest thing. I'm so glad I didn't buy the ones I didn't want, because that is the stupidest promotion of all time. My Dorkside box that I ordered like 3 weeks ago finally got here. They had Blitzwing like randomly in stock, and I tried to buy that, and I got Junk Heap as well. And they're like, sorry, we don't actually have Blitzwing. And I was like, okay, cool. Am I still going to get free shipping? They're like, yeah, fine. So I was like, okay, great. So then it took them like a week and a half to just ship the damn thing. And then because it was free shipping, they shipped it the slowest possible thing ever. So it just got here, but he looks good. And I also got with that, this was like on clearance, like a $7 Admiral Akbar. So that's good. So I got a Mandarake box because I was looking through, and these are the 2 premium hyper keys for the new generation heroes.
How bad did that cost?
So Toku Collectibles was selling them for $115 each.
Right.
And I missed it, and I can't remember if it was 1 or 2. One of them was out, and then the other one was still available. I'm like, well, if I can't get both of them, I'm just not going to bother right now. And I found these shipped on Mandarake for $70 each. It's a trap. So what are we looking for?
Just keep going.
Anyway, so I can't concentrate now. But anyway, basically, I got these for $70 each instead of $115 each. So between the 2, I saved $80. So I was pretty excited about that.
Did you ever pre-order any of the other like hundreds of hyperkey sets they announced? Or?
I got basically my rule of thumb was like if it was less than $100, I would pre-order it
Oh,
because
so
I feel
like
like
a set and that kind of thing. Like
yeah, like the smaller ones. Like, I feel like, and I get it, but I feel like he's not really passing on how cheap the yen is right now. Because like they just put up the mini plot for that. What is the Denji?
Oh, the giant like cube or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a tiger, and I'm like, that is a rectangle. So
yeah.
they're like, this other rectangle was a dragon. I'm like, no, they're all rectangles. But I think he put that one up for like 185 or something like that. And I think with how bad the yen is right now, like from Premium Bandai, it would be like $100.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, even if I find it, on Mandarake for a little bit, or the yen is a little bit stronger whenever that eventually comes out. Like, I feel like the worst I could do is pay whatever he's charging right now. So I think I might just wait.
Yeah,
on
that's
that.
fair. That's fair.
I threw one of these in just because I was looking for stuff to put in the box.
Shimmies.
So
no,
I
it's
got
not
some,
shimmy. It's the
no,
one
these are
from,
the gift
gems.
figures.
yeah.
And also in that box, I finally got the 25th anniversary Tiga key because I was waiting on that for a while. Oh, also I finally got the last rare Sentai gear. This is Juron.
Nice.
That was the last one I needed. I've been looking for that forever, and it just happened to be in the store. So as part of Prime Day, like Target was doing their own like Prime Day competition stuff. So between Target and Prime, I got all of these for half price, and I said I wasn't going to buy them, but I love Cobra Kai so much. So these are the Turtle Cobra Kai cross
your
figures.
alley, like.
Well, the problem is the turtle figures are not good.
Right.
They're this like mold that Playmates had been using since like I was in college. It's this like classics mold they came up with like 10 years ago. And it's just not a great mold. And over time, like the plastic is breaking down on them. And so like, you know, I gave up on ever trying to get a set of those, but they just reusing these again. And I mean, the Cobra Kai figures look decent, but I mean, it was $20 a 2-pack. So I was like, all right, I'll finally cave on that. So this one's Donatello and Johnny. This one's Raphael and John Kreese. And honestly, the John Kreese likeness, I think, is pretty damn good for the most part. Like the turtles I don't even really care about, but the Cobra Kai likenesses are decent. This one doesn't really. This one looks like an anime style Miguel, but it's not the worst. And then this one is LaRusso and Mikey. So those were all half price. And then I got this guy because he was the last one I needed for the Build-A-Figure. So I got Kumail. So now I can do all of my Silicon Valley dioramas that I've been waiting to build. Now that I have my Kumail action figure. And then also this, which I don't really like when Fortnite does the remote control vehicles. But this was, I think, like regular retail was like $40, and then as part of Prime Day it was like $13.50 or $13.99 or something like that. So it was less than half price. I really just want the dummy action figure because he's awesome. So I feel like, you know, I'm basically just getting the golf cart thing for free. Put this back in here, and I think that's it. There's probably something I already reviewed, but yeah, I think I'm good.
I didn't get anything.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. So.
I love that.
It's always good every week.
Okay.
There's been an incident.
Now, Corey.
I demand more toys.
All right, more toys you shall get. This is the thing Chris was just talking about, except outside of a box.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's So this is real weird. His harvesting material is a severed head with spinal column of another one of, I'm guessing, his own species.
He's a crash test dummy.
Yeah,
They don't have species.
but they do have spinal columns apparently.
Well, that's how you build them.
Yeah, so this is neat. I didn't bother putting any of the batteries in there because why would I? I got also during Prime Day, I also got the Ultimate Batman set. It's just the figures.
The 6-inch ones?
And no, 4-inch. It's just the car and the figures you already have, but there's mud on them now. So
I saw a link for that, and I thought it was, remember that 6-inch one with the bike, where it was like 4 6-inch figures and a big bike that was at Target or something?
Oh, those are the 12-inch ones.
12
How
inch,
much,
whatever.
Yeah.
how much was that?
I don't know. I just paid for it.
That's fair.
I saw the link for that, and I thought it was the 12-inch one. That's why I passed right over it.
Oh, fair.
Do you already have those figures that are in that box?
But
Not with mud on
with
them.
the
Not
dirt
without
on
mud.
I
them.
was gonna say, so you paid for mud.
Yes.
I paid for mud. Yes.
He also paid for a Muddy Cario. He has too.
That's true.
Yes. I did that.
But at least that car's pretty good.
It is pretty cool.
He has 4 versions of the shitty Batmobile.
I already took this stuff out of the box, but it's like a vault set for Midas and Jules, and it came with like it came with some really cool weapons. Like first off, you get the supply chests, but like you've got these vac metallized chrome weapons for them. It looks really good. One of the cooler gimmicks that it has. Let me grab it. Oh no. So you can take. So this is like the big door, and you can take the key card, right, and just slot it in, and it'll open the
Oh
door.
wow, that's neat.
Corey's trapped in a vault.
So that's really cool. You also get a whole bunch of other panels and shit that'll go with it. That's neat. Oh yeah, and these slurp barrels. You can do so much stuff with this. I got this 4-pack of these food fellas.
Yeah, that's a good set.
Yeah, that was cheap. I got
nice.
this library set with the Peelies, but I mostly got it to display Kamen Rider, the Fireman, the
Saber.
Saber figures that we
The
got.
Fireman.
Yeah, the
that's why I
Fireman.
didn't think about that. That's a good. I have 2 of those.
Yeah. I kind of want more, but then I just got like a Bat-Tech Robin and Batman thing. It's a single carded figures, and they just put it in a box. It was cheaper. And then I got stuff from Target. I purchased the entire wave of the Thor Love and Thunder Marvel Legends, but like a good chunk of them came earlier, and then I put them away. Then this one showed up, and I'm still missing one, so that means I am at 63% Korg. Hey man. But
What
I
do you
love
not
it.
have?
I don't have Star-Lord yet.
Okay.
I'd say it's more like 75 to 80% cord, but
75 to 80. Well, I mean, it takes 6 figures, and I have 5 out of the 6, and I thought that worked out to. No, you're right. That should be a higher value.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
the
Either
Thor
way,
didn't
I
a
have.
Thor figure piece.
Huh?
I forgot that there's the one Thor that didn't have a Thor
Yes,
figure piece.
that is correct. Yeah, I do have him, but as I said, put him away. Yeah, that's it for me.
For my mouse.
All right, well, I got an HLJ box this week, which I did an unboxing of, but it had a lot of good stuff in it. So we had the combo set for Don Brothers. So we have the changer and the spinner. So these are very fun. This is like a really good size too. Like,
yeah, it's pretty decent.
it's really fun. So I love this. I love the spinner because it can read all the gears and everything. And I just have a bunch of gears on there from my reviews, so you can check out reviews of these on the channel already. Also up on the channel already is this, which is the Legend Rider series, like the cheap belts, but for Ryuki. So since this belt already doesn't do a lot as it is, like this is perfect. Like it has even like the suit powering down sound. I love that it has this too, where like it attaches to the waists. Like it's really cool. So I got that, and then
How many cards does it come with?
so it comes with 2 for Ryuki and 2 for Knight. And so like you can there's a Knight plate for the deck.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So, and then when you take the cards out, if you put them in the correct order, so if you put this one up first, when you kind of slide it out, you'll click that button again. So it's pretty cool. So, I mean, for like a $30 cheaper belt, it's pretty comprehensive. So
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, so I've always had the Dragonite version of this belt and never the Ryuki version. So I was like, I'll go ahead and finally buy a Ryuki version. So I got that, and then I have not done videos on these yet, but they are going to be videos. So I got a lot of alters. So I got Don Goku alter, I got the Ninja alter, and I got Don Murasame alter. So we got those. And then the Resoldier altar finally got delivered at my house. So I'll get that soon. These are also going to be videos. So we got his Change Hero figure set. We got Gear Set 5, Gear Set 6. And then that's it for Dawn Brothers stuff. The only other things I got were Ultraman vinyls, which these will not be videos, but we got Shin Zafi from the movie. We got Evil Tiga finally, and Decker in his base form that came with the card. So
That's not Evil Tiga. That's Evil Trigger.
No, that's a Tiga.
Fake fan.
52.
Oh shit! I didn't get that. Wait. Okay. Never mind.
Because Evil Trigger was like a lot higher in the numbers.
Yeah,
Evil
you're
Trigger
right.
was like 80 something. So
I just looked tonight, and mine's still on pre-order, which I think
yeah,
is funny.
so is mine. But that was a re-release of this one. It's the same thing, but they restocked the older listing of this. So
I might even have that already then.
Yeah, so like because this came out like years ago, and then like they re-released them. Some of the older ones got like a new batch, and so that's what I had pre-ordered. And then one time, I forget what I was looking for. I think I was actually looking for when he went up, when Zafi went up, and I saw that it was like back in stock Evil Tiga, and I'm like, so why has mine never gone to my warehouse? So I just canceled the pre-order, ordered this one, and then finally got that taken care of. So that was cool.
Interesting.
I'm also I'm excited I got the card, but I'm also not excited that I got the card because now I'm tempted to actually do something with this card. So
they don't do much. You can just wait and get one at the end when it's on clearance.
Does it do the same thing as like the?
It's like slightly different. I think like after the normal sound, it has him going like one phrase or something, and that's all.
Okay. Because I figured there was something exclusive about it in some capacity, but I didn't know what that was.
It's not much, yeah.
Yeah, I figured so. I'm not even watching the show. I just like his design, and I collect these vinyls because they're cheap. So every HLJ box has a dozen of them for me. But I'm pretty sure that's it. So it's a pretty good box. But yeah.
Sounds like Rise inflating a balloon over there.
A lot is happening. I'll be like, I'm here, but I'm not here.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go in. Who's doing
I'm trying to fix my glasses.
What? All right. Hey guys, we got some news.
Yeah, we do.
That's
Fuck
an
the
understatement.
news.
Whoa. What happened?
Hold on. Blade Raider just said, finding tweets from Japan of people getting Shoto Gokaiger in hand. Oh no.
Oh, they're out
Did I
already.
pre-order those?
That means I gotta pay off
Yeah,
that
you did.
deposit.
Please tell me I pre-ordered those. Hold on.
I'm
I
sure
did.
you
I didn't do a full payment. I did only a deposit, so that's gonna be fun.
Hey, check it out. Soda Pop 8 ounce. Let's breeze right through this. There's a dude who has a cape now.
Yeah, Evility Live or whatever this
Yeah.
is.
I think it's funny that
It's on
the
the
Soda
Instagram.
blog spoiled this form for me. I did not know that this existed.
Oh, yeah.
And then I saw some like, okay, I guess he's getting the power up.
I didn't until this
Yeah.
week's episode, but yeah.
Oh.
The undersuit's actually evils.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty
Okay.
cool. I like it. It's a
Yeah,
simple.
I like it. Yeah, I think it looks.
Yeah,
good.
it's a simple kit bash repaint thing, but it works.
Yeah.
The
So
colors go well together.
this is neat.
Yeah.
Next up. Look at this
Yeah,
guy.
there's that tiger.
One step closer to Denji Blue.
That's right.
That's right. I mean, he is blue and he's
That's
dandy,
right.
so it's pretty
That's
much right there.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I like how they're
Yeah.
like, it has 3 forms, and it's like, okay, so the tank treads is land form, and then you fold the treads onto, and they're like, now it's a boat, and then it has these 2 little wings that pop out the back. They're like, now it's a plane. I'm like, is it okay?
So it
the big
used to be
tank
so
thing.
simple.
Yeah. But I like how it has
Pre-release,
compartments for all the extra accessories, like the weapons and the extra fists and
Yeah.
stuff. It's got
Yeah.
little compartments everywhere. That's really cool. And so you got firing missiles. So that's
Damn.
crazy.
This thing's packed. All right, cool. Indeed, Adam Prime, he's got the big D. Hey, Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
All right. Look at this man.
Yeah.
Yes. This is the 50 Gale driver. So many Gales. More Gales than you can count. Except there's 50.
Yeah, so this went up on Premium Bandai yesterday or last night. It's obviously a repaint, remold of the Thunder Gale by Stamp, but this is for Kamen Rider Igarashi.
It looks cool. I like the form and the vice stamp. So
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So it's
apparently
a
there's some
rider.
kind of post-apocalyptic motocross thing that happens. I'm not really quite sure.
Right.
I haven't read a synopsis for like the plot of the movie yet. I
Mm-hmm.
just know that everything looks really fucking weird.
That's just
They're
Kamen Rider
like-
movies.
Fused together or something? Is that why it's their last name?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the 3 of them together. That's why you have like
Oh.
live and Gene's like helmets fused together, and like he has like a shorter cape piece for Live and like a shorter cape piece for Gene. It looks pretty neat.
Oh yeah, it's neat. I like it.
Considering they don't have to do much molding of this, do you think this might show up in the next Soto box? Because like it's just the chest, the arms, and the
Could.
head.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, they'll do it
yeah.
at some point. I don't know if
Yeah.
it'll be the next one.
Okay. All right. Neat.
Yeah, so a bunch of actresses are back.
Okay.
A bunch of Kamen Rider characters are in this TTFC special. That I
Oh, is this the chick with the slipper?
yeah. Yeah, so she's back.
I
It took me a second
saw
because we haven't seen her in so long. I'm like, oh, it's Akiko. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
she had to
her
promote the
name,
new anime.
that's right. There
yeah.
you go.
That makes sense.
So I saw the trailer. I saw a bunch of Dutch angles and some high kicks. Is this a Sakamoto situation?
You know it is.
Oh, of course.
I mean, it makes sense.
A cast of all women, of course. It's
Yeah.
the Sakamoto thing.
Okay.
It could be fun though.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no, definitely. All right, cool.
There he is.
Geats.
Yeah.
We have the Geats.
We have the Geats.
I
This guy
love
looks
him.
sick.
Yeah,
He's
so cool.
I like him a lot. I like the gun too. I think someone
Yeah.
said it looks like a paintball gun. It's absolutely true.
We also have stealth mode.
Yeah, so he's gonna
He
have like
just hasn't gotten
armor.
dressed yet. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's when he
So
rolls
that's
out
like-
like
Why would-
naked.
Yeah, that's his base armor or base suit, and then he'll get like armor on top. But it's like a Gaim situation where he has
I
like, the
see.
suit
Yeah,
underneath,
yeah.
and then
Okay.
so there he is with the Desire Driver. Is what it's called.
Huh.
Over here on the right, he desires pants.
Yeah.
Do
So, go ahead.
what's his bottom half? Do we know?
I think it's supposed to be. I think the rumor was like motorcycle because there's like the motorcycle like handle on like the part that looks like the axle driver.
Well, he
kind of on the
does look
side.
like he's got little exhaust pipes on his legs.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, like we don't have like an idea of how like the naming scheme is going for this, as far as I know. But like the top half is a Magnum, and then the bottom half is we haven't gotten a specific word, but it's definitely like a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
a gun and a bike is his main form.
Because of the helmet, I thought it was like an animal, but I guess That's just
I-
always there. Huh?
Yeah. Apparently
Oh.
the Kitsune thing is just always there because it's part of Geats' name.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
Oh.
Geats is apparently like gear and like Kitsune, so like Geats together is
Oh.
apparently where they're getting the name from, I guess. So
Okay.
it's GEA for gear, and then the TS from Kitsune. But
And then I think was it confirmed that the head rider is the guy who did X8 and 01?
yes,
I think so.
Huh.
Yeah.
do not be so like there was a lot of rumors leading into this that there was going to be some Fies connections in some fashion.
Okay.
And also like that last Genum's the President special had the Smart Brain appear at the end.
Uh-huh.
And that is the same guy. So don't be too surprised if somehow like that last Genum special somehow connects to this. It would not surprise me.
He also just
This-
reminds me of Fies in a way. Like
This guy likes connecting all this stuff, even though
Yeah.
Fies is completely unrelated to anything he's ever done. But
I mean, I think it's mainly just like the red and like silver, but like I do even kind of get Fies vibes from the suit. So, but yeah.
Nice. I'm excited.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
Yeah,
It looks like the bottom half of his mask changes too, because he doesn't have it in that like.
Oh
base
yeah.
suit.
Oh, yeah, his jaw fell off over here on the right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So like the driver itself, like those attachments, those are gonna be huge, right? Like real big.
They look like they will be.
They
Okay.
almost look like the discs from Samurai.
well, his is like a gear, sort of like rotary phone looking thing. Like everyone's gonna have different things. They're not all shaped like that.
Hold on, real quick, kids. A rotary phone, it's like a normal phone, but you had to dial the numbers.
Yeah,
as a big
my grandma
circle.
had one. Yeah.
Yeah, Google it.
Because I know the rumor. Well, I think it's not even a rumor at this point because like everything and it's lined up perfectly. But there's gonna be like 8 riders to start.
Ooh.
And stuff like that. So we don't have any like toy pictures or exactly. We don't have any like toy pictures or anything like that yet because I don't even think we have a press conference date, although that's got to be soon.
Yeah.
They just showed everything off now because he has a cameo in the Revice movie that came out this weekend.
Oh,
Comes
cool.
out this weekend. Yeah, so that's why. And then at the end of it, there's this little teaser for the movie War, which that's the main picture there in the middle.
I thought we were taking a break from
No,
oh no, we
yeah.
were taking a break
Yeah.
from crossovers with
Sentai.
Sentai.
With Sentai,
Okay.
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So, but that was the first picture of Geats leaked from was the poster of the
Okay.
Revice Geats movie War. So
All right.
It's cool. I like it.
Very
yeah,
cool.
I like it a lot.
All right. Next up, Sentai.
Not yet.
Not on my Earth. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Yeah, so this is going to be a thing, and like really doesn't need to be, but they're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, because
So-
they don't have to do hardly anything to the thing they already made.
Yeah,
Of course they're
exactly.
gonna do it.
So it's just I don't know. I'll see what it includes, what it does, but I like his gun a lot, but like I already bought it premium the first time. I don't want to buy it premium a second time. So yeah. But I get it. But
You will get it. All right.
Yes. And then he's back on that pizza roll shit.
right.
All right. Next up, did it populate?
Yep.
It's Power Rangers.
Yeah, more
Mini-mates.
mini-mates.
Oh, these are cool.
Floof said the press conference for Geats is August 3rd.
August 3rd.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Cool.
So that's next
That'd be
Monday.
like-
Not this Monday coming up, but the following Monday.
So that'd be like late Monday night. Yeah. Cool.
Might be
I will-
Sunday night actually then. Our time.
So yeah, Mini-mates still happening. They never left. They're
Yeah,
You
so
got a
this is
power
like
blaster?
set 2. Yeah, it's set 2 of these because the first set like just came out like a couple weeks ago. So this completes the team, and then they're doing these like Zord ones too. So
Yeah, they're cool.
But yeah, I think they look neat enough.
I like the Zord ones a lot.
Yeah,
The Zord ones don't even look like mini mates; they just look like vinyl figures.
yeah, they do.
Yeah. What are the alternate heads? Are they the different people?
Yeah,
Is
you get
there,
like
a
Jason and
back there?
Rocky. Yeah, and then
Oh.
you get like Zach and Adam. And, yeah,
See, that's all you need.
yeah, exactly.
Yes, Hasbro could have done this and opted not to.
Yeah,
Well, all right. Next up.
Yeah.
yeah,
This is
So-
really exciting.
it is. Yeah, it's a great choice.
Like
But you gotta ask yourself, what is she looking at over there?
you should have flipped the images
I
so she was
should've,
looking
yeah,
at the
I
comic
Yeah,
cover.
that's true.
You're right. You're right.
That would make more
Melissa,
sense.
what are you looking at?
Ooh, look at this thing I wrote.
But like, if there was anyone to take over for Ryan, like Melissa is the top choice I could possibly
yeah.
think of.
Yeah,
Like,
I just think it's neat that they've been able to keep it like pretty contained to like this group of people we already kind of know.
mhm.
oh
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
But I do feel like this is why Twitter thinks that they can just send pitches to Ryan Parrott because it's just like, I know about Power Rangers. Can I be a writer? And it's like, apparently sometimes. And that's not to diminish her in any way. I just mean I don't.
I wonder how long until we get like Jason writing.
I mean, she's been writing for Power Rangers for a long time. So
Oh,
Yeah.
really? What has she written for Power Rangers?
she was in charge of the show for years.
I mean, I knew she was working on the show, but
She
I didn't
was-
know
she
she was
was,
a writer for the show.
She
I thought she was like a
was.
producer or something.
What was her actual title? It was basically like the person in charge of like the fiction, like the story, not story editor.
Oh, okay. So kind of like a continuity person or something.
Yeah,
Almost kind of
Like,
like a Kevin
she-
Feige.
she worked on the writing for Hyperforce with
Okay.
with Zach and everyone else over at Hyper. So
That's cool. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm sure she'll do a great job.
like
just
if
thought
there's
it was
anyone that has like a innate lore of PR in her brain, it's Melissa. So
Yeah, I know she knows
Yeah.
about it. For sure.
I think they call this new story arc like the Recharged Era or something like that. After
Oh.
the new name of it that kicks off.
Well, that's because
with,
we've been charging to 100, and then apparently they spend that charge, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
never
that's
yeah,
recharge.
yeah, exactly.
All right, cool.
We'll get back to you when we find out what she's looking at. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm super
It's
excited
coming
about
back.
this.
Yeah.
The first one was a lot of fun, so I want more toys to come out of this. Hopefully,
I do
We'll get
too. Yeah.
give me some more foot soldiers at the very least.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Give me like turtles, like just like the regular turtles from this, so I can like
Yeah.
have ones that match.
That's true. I don't know if they'll be able to do that, but
Yeah, probably not. But yeah, I mean,
also, oh, go
I
ahead.
hope that like maybe I don't know, maybe if like the Lightning Collection response led into this or anything like that. I don't know how long this was like planned, but
Yeah,
I definitely hope, because I mean I feel like maybe this one even could be more like things could be designed in this more with Lightning Collection in mind than maybe the first time around. I don't know how much that was already planned before. But,
yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, it could have been, because I know like Hasbro figures can take like 18 months to be developed to be released, and that's about the time frame between like when that first comic came out and when the figures came out. So like they could have always been in the plans, but I'm very interested to see what we get out of this.
Does anyone else think it looks like Donatello has boobs in this picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I see it.
oh god,
I
yes.
genuinely, when I first saw this, thought that was Venus. I'm like,
Because Donatello
fuck
has drawn
did they
very
bring her back?
effeminate here.
Huh.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's some lady turtle that takes on the purple color or something. I don't know, but
Bubatello.
yes.
Thrasher says, calling you now, we're getting the Street Fighter Rangers as Lightning figs. I could definitely see that. They did put out that tweet the other day about the
Wait,
Ranger.
where is this? I missed it. What is he saying?
Thrasher said, calling it now, we're getting the Street Fighter Rangers as Lightning figures.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be really cool.
I'd be down for that. I mean, that's an easy GameStop like 2-pack idea. Like just knock that
for
out.
sure.
Sure.
But yeah. So this, I believe they said this starts in December. I forget if they said how many issues it was. I assume probably like 6, like last time, or something close to that. So, but yeah.
All
Yeah, I'm
right.
super psyched for this.
Nice.
I think it's interesting too that he's still the Green Ranger in this, so they're not really worried about
Oh
what's
yeah,
going on in the
Right.
current comic.
All right, Lightning Storm, Flash.
yeah. So even though Hasbro didn't bring any Power Ranger products to Comic-Con, during the Boom panel they just dropped these randomly, which I was not expecting. I mean, it's everything we already know everything about both of these, but still. So Metallic White went up. This got released obviously like 6 weeks ago, but it just went up in stock on Hasbro Pulse. Not even a pre-order, so which is
And
nice.
it already shipped.
Yeah, it already shipped too, which is great. So
They're like,
This
get
is
them in
something-
and get them out.
yeah, exactly. $27.99. Not a fan of that, but
Whoa.
Yeah.
I know some people are saying, and that definitely makes more sense because everybody was always bashing this Tommy head from the second we saw this figure. But Metallic White just showed up in the most recent issue of the comics, and they did technically announce this during a comic panel. So I think that's supposed to be more of a comic likeness than like an actual JDF
Yeah.
likeness.
That is true.
So in that regard, I don't think it's as bad as it looked the first time when you have that in mind. But it still looks good. I mean, it's still just the same figure we've had before, but you get like the Zeo Crystal and everything. And if you bought the other ones, it will complete the team of that. So yeah, that is that. The 121st Lightning figure.
Yeah.
And then this one up for pre-order, which they also revealed this months ago, but they had never shown any like promo shots of it or.
This is
Game
the
of
famous 13 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It came from that. So
Plan my whole day around that.
yeah, exactly. So this costs $132 for the Dragonzord.
I planned my whole day around that.
Yeah, you bet I did. I definitely did. So, yes, this is the finished version of it. When we saw it back in April, it didn't have any of like the chrome parts on like the chest and on the head. I think he did have his nails painted back then, but
He got his nails did.
But we obviously didn't get to see like the missile firing finger attachments and all that kind of stuff. So,
Guys, did you know that you can open up his head and put this green rectangle inside?
that's just in there. I don't think you actually put that in there.
Oh, okay. It's a non-removable green
Yeah.
rectangle.
You get the tiny little Green Ranger next to him. You can see by his foot. You do get that.
Oh, I thought that was a tree. Okay, you're right.
So that is included. But in the next slide, I have the combinations with Megazord. So there's both of those, which I don't think either of them look too bad.
No, look too good.
No, they don't look great, but they don't look too bad.
I don't know why this Megazord looks like remember the like $40 one they did?
It does, yeah.
It
It probably is. It's like, oh shit, we forgot
Just
it.
put some chrome on there. Sell it as a $200 Megazord.
It feels like this has been taking forever to just like materialize.
And you would be correct because it has been. So, but yeah, I think the Megazord's supposed to finally start shipping at the beginning of August, but we'll see. So,
All right, cool.
Not enough mechs become shoulder pads.
that's a good point.
That's because it was made in the 80s.
Speaking of Mecha, Neca.
It was not made in the 80s.
Well, in Japan it almost was. Early 90s is basically just the 80s. Well, you got to feel like if it came out in 92 in Japan, it was conceptual. I can say this word, conceptualized earlier than that. Everyone knows the first 2 years of the new decade are basically the old decade.
Okay.
It takes time for the new trends to start up, so there's always a little bit of bleed over.
That's not how it works.
So we're not yet in the 2020s, is what you're saying.
No, we're still heavily influenced by the 2010s. We'll really start to see the 2020s break out probably like next year. That's when they'll. But here's the thing: this is a complete tangent, but I feel like the 80s had a very definable style with the clothes and music and everything, and so did the 90s. Everything from like 2000 onward just seems the same to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't pay attention anymore, but like, I don't know. What's a definable style from the 2000s? Jeans. I don't know. What the hell? It's not exciting.
Jeans. Those never existed before the 2000s.
That's my point. There's nothing like, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, let's look at this shit because it's awesome. I told you not to put the dinosaurs in, Josh. They scare the shit out of me.
Oh.
They're
Well,
so
no,
they're so like realistic.
Josh had to split it up, so all he sent me were the links, so I could prove in.
we were
I
tag
didn't get
team.
that
We were
memo.
getting all
I'm
the
honestly
together.
just teasing.
When I first saw this picture, though, I thought he was like posing with his foot up on the baby, like
Yeah,
victoriously.
it kind of looks like he's propped up on him.
Like,
So
why
as-
doesn't
as-
why doesn't he have his high chair?
I don't know.
you could use one.
Like you're just gonna sit him on the.
Also, he is clearly not Alf. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, he's
Clearly.
not Alf. But anyway, so first pick in the top left is new NECA TMNT stuff. I think the robot is from the last Ronin. I'm not really sure what the other two turtles are from. But the top right is the second version of the Mirage Ninja Turtles, and they look really, really good. I'm really excited for those. The dinosaurs, as we previously mentioned, and then this is Donatello as the Invisible Man, because they've been doing a run of turtles as Universal monsters. So they've already done Raphael as Frankenstein, Leonardo was the Hunchback, I think Mikey was the Mummy. I think that's the one you can kind of see there in the right, and then Donnie is the Invisible Man. So that was the last one, most recent one to be shown.
When I was a kid, I was at this mall that had the dad dinosaur's head on display in like a case, but he only had half his face, so you got to see all the electronics.
Oh,
and
okay.
I don't know why, but that still sticks with me. whenever I see him, I just picture him with half a face.
Because it's probably equal parts
Lord.
like terrifying and interesting. Like you're like, oh, that's really neat, and also, my God, half his face is a robot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I hated that show. Anyway, so this is not NECA.
It looked close enough, so I just threw it in.
I don't know what
Well,
these
it
are.
is
Some other company is doing Gargoyles. Apparently, they don't look nearly as good.
Gargoyles and this very bad Superman.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks like a bendy toy or something. It's weird.
Is this supposed to be
Yeah.
like a specific version of him? Like it's not like Henry Cavill or anything, right? Like that can't be.
I don't know. I don't know who this is. I don't know who's
His
making
hand
these.
looks like it's floating away from the rest of his ribs.
Yeah, it's really. Does he even have elbow articulation? Like, I don't know what's going on with this.
It looks terrible.
This is bad.
Why did you put these in here? Nobody look at these. This is definitely not NECA. Get this out of here.
He-Man.
That was it for NECA? That's all you put in? I saw
don't know.
like 6 links to shit. Oh my God.
There was a lot of links.
Oh man. All right. Here's He-Man.
Do you
I like
even
how
get
he
the
uses a
gargoyles?
picture of Dolph Lundgren. That has nothing to do with anything being shown.
I made sure that we were TOS.
They're doing
friendly.
Xanatos for gargoyles. It's great.
They're doing
You-
so much stuff.
You've wasted so much space here. Like you made sure the pictures covered up his nipples and whatever, but like you could have enlarged them.
Aresol, these are his nipples, actually. This is the man's natural
He's a
nipples.
scam.
I don't remember the movie.
Yeah, I never saw it. But real quick, before we move on to He-Man, so NECA had a giant Ninja Turtle display that is not featured here that had a ridiculous number of new figures. They had sewer dioramas that they're doing, which look fantastic. The Gargoyles, they showed off Broadway and Lexington and Angela. They're doing Steel Clan. They're doing Xanatos, both like as a human and in his Steel Clan suit. There was so much stuff.
Basically,
I
you
can't
have a
remember.
lot of NECA figures to buy.
Yes. Yes.
That all sounds neat, but Chris, that really terrible looking Superman,
That is an
that
option.
was important.
If somebody wants that, it is going to be available from somewhere. I just
Corey, go
I'm
back
like,
a slide.
put the Gargoyles in, and he's like, okay, but
forward
it's the
a slide.
Gargoyles from some other company, and it's just this one bad one.
Forward.
Forward.
Yeah.
I also love
Go
that you didn't crop
forward
the
again.
picture.
Damn it!
What do you want me to do?
I updated it.
Oh no, it doesn't. It
Oh yeah,
doesn't.
that
update.
doesn't work.
I realized that, but this is fucking Google Slides. It should update automatically. Google, get your
probably
shit
should,
together.
yeah.
It does update, but you have to refresh the page to get the updates.
Well, before we start Transformers, you're gonna have to update the page because I'm doing something.
Oh great. Okay.
Anyway, so now we're on to He-Man. I'm sure there's about 1/6 of the He-Man stuff I asked them to put in. But these are they showed this off, but they did not like a panel, but they a lot of what they're doing this year. They just have like a big desk. It looks like a news desk in the front of their like display area, and they're using that to kind of do like mini streams and show things off. So the next like year of Origins is all going to be about the Snake Men. So we got Cobra Kai here, we got Rattler, and then I think that's Snake Armor He-Man, which is technically from the 2000X series, but it obviously applies. So they're kind of doing it. I think it's got the emblem from the 2000X series, but it's going to be just part of, because they've kind of done some 2000X stuff as part of Origins. And then there's one of the Sunman guys over here, which has really nothing to do with the Snake Men, but they're just throwing him in. Okay. I don't even know if I sent you this. Anyway, this is, I'm still going to talk about it because I love it. This is Mega Constructs Snake Mountain over here on the left. Looks fantastic. They did Castle Grayskull years ago, and now they've finally done Snake Mountain. It's huge. It's like $300, but it really looks absolutely amazing. Kind of a cool hybrid of the original toy design and the Filmation design. This thing over here on the right is the show exclusive for Mega Constructs. It's just the little like skull frame of Grayskull, but then it's got a gimmick where there's the door and then like the platform he sits on, and you put Prince Adam there, and then to transform him, it like falls down, and then in the back like He-Man pops out. So it's kind of like a cool transformation little thing.
Yeah.
That was up today at noon on their website. So that was a cool little. It's just a little show exclusive for Mega Constructs He-Man stuff. I think his sword glows in the dark, which is pretty cool.
Nice. All right.
I forgot about this already. So they're doing these He-Man Fall Guys figures. They're weird as hell. Skeletor, I think, looks kind of cool, and Battle Cat looks kind of cool, but just having just the eyes for the whole face of a human figure is very strange. I'm hoping to see these in game, because I would much rather. I don't really care about these physical versions at all, but I would love to run around as Battle Cat while I'm losing horribly at that game. So we'll see if that happens. And then down on the bottom is all new stuff for the Netflix CGI show. So we're getting Merman. We're getting. I think the Moss Man looks amazing. Big Swamp Thing vibes from him. We're getting Hordak. And then I'm not quite sure what these vehicles are, but this looks like some kind of all green Skeletor on like a beast of some kind. And then He-Man is on some kind of. This might be like their version of Stridor. It's like it almost looks like a robotic horse, so maybe that's Stridor. But I also love the He-Man with the baby Battle Cat because that's adorable. And then I think Skeletor's also got some kind of chibi beast as well. So a lot of the stuff they're doing, honestly, like I think they've done a pretty good job with this line, and they can keep the prices down on them, which is nice. So we'll see if that continues. But for what you get, they're pretty solid little figures. Oh, sweet. This did make it in. Okay, so this top left is this 4-pack they're doing. It's like He-Man cartoon through the ages. So the first one, obviously, is the original He-Man Filmation cartoon, The New Adventures of He-Man when he was in space. Then the third one is the 2000X show that I talked about. And then the last one is the current Netflix CGI show. So it's a 4-pack of these figures. The packaging looks amazing. It comes in this, like, I don't know if you can kind of see it there off to the far right of the picture. The box looks like a TV. And then you open it up, take the lid off, and then it's got like 4 what look like books. I think they're supposed to look like, I don't know if it's TV guides or just general guides, or I think it's supposed to be like TV guides. Almost kind of like the Mojo thing that Marvel is doing, actually. And each volume has like artwork, original artwork for each of the 4 eras, and then you can kind of slide that off. And then they made the packaging so that you can actually take the figure out without destroying it, which is pretty fantastic. because like the back of each of these cards has this like beautiful like kind of mural artwork for each of the 4 shows. So it's really, really cool. I don't know if these figures are going to be available at retail in the standard packaging. I would assume that they will be, but if you want the like retro packaging for each of the individual shows, this box set exists. It looks like a beautiful set. It's supposed to go up on Mattel Creations at some point. I don't think they said exactly when yet. This top right picture is Sunman. They're doing all the Sunman stuff in the line right now. So I believe this Space Sumo here on the right is a Mattel Creations. They're kind of doing this thing, and I was telling Corey about it earlier, where there's going to be a normal retail version, and then there's like a slightly different version and fancier packaging that they're doing on Mattel Creations. So like, if you want to buy it twice, or if you want to just buy the fancier one and skip the retail, or just get the retail because it's cheaper. So there's like multiple versions of the same figure with better packaging, depending on what you want to buy. And then there's Sunman, and then these 2 other Sunman characters that I'm not super familiar with are all going to. I think these 2 are going to be retail. The Sunman in the back is already retail, and then this one on the right is the Mattel Creations with the better packaging. Picture in the bottom left is this crazy, massive display they did with all their origin figures. There's so much in it. If you're not going to be able to see it here, but find it online. They're doing the Eternia playset, which is ridiculous. Definitely one I never had as a kid because it was pricey. It's kind of like the USS Flag for He-Man. But they're doing this massive playset. There were so many figures in there. I think like Mechaneck was in there. They're actually doing the like skeletal troopers for Skeletor that they always had on like the original box art, but never actually made figures of. There were Snake Men in there. There was so much shit. Go and look at that picture. It was an amazing display case. And then on the bottom right is new Masterverse stuff that's coming out. Stratos is there. Shadow Weaver. They're doing the version of Evil Lyn when she stole the power of Grayskull, and she's all like buff and super powerful, which is pretty cool. I think there's a new Adventures of He-Man there, which went up for pre-order as a Target exclusive if you want that. And I think maybe some She-Ra characters in the back. I think Pighead is there. Sorceress is in the back. I think there's a Roboto as well that they showed off at the panel that I don't think made it into the case because it wasn't revealed yet, but a lot of good Masterverse stuff coming as well. So yeah, I think that's it for this slide. All right, I'll let Josh take away the GI Joe.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, so they showed off the like fully painted prototype of the Hiss tank at the classified or at the GI Joe booth, I guess. So, I mean, it's exactly what you would expect it to look like. It's just an actual like full-on prototype there. But yeah, it still looks fantastic. They also have a fully painted prototype of the driver figure there. It looks like that's some of the stretch goals. Yeah, because it's like the extra guns and the little like cannons on the side and stuff like that. But none of the extra figures, I think, are shown off here yet because those were all pretty early. Well, one of them, they still need to do the fan vote on what color it's going to be anyway.
Yeah.
And then the other ones were just unlocks. So I'm sure there's not even like physical prototypes of those necessarily yet, since they don't even know, since they didn't know those were going to exist yet necessarily. So the GI Joe classified panel is tomorrow. So we don't have any like actual like figure reveals and stuff like that yet because of that. But they just have this on display, and Sergeant Slaughter went up for pre-order yesterday. Dr. Mindbender went up as well.
That went up multiple times. Like Wednesday night it was up.
The idea was they've been putting new ones up at like noon every day during Comic-Con.
Is that how it is? Okay.
Something like that. Although the problem is that you're not supposed to be able to order it yet at all. The Pulse is just being Pulse and like not working correctly.
If you want one, just keep stalking it because
right.
The Boba Fett and the Mindbender have been going up like once a day.
Did you get one?
Yeah. I got one the first Wednesday night. I was really surprised.
Well, I saw when Toku Chris tagged us in it.
That's when I got it, yeah.
And I got that. I saw that tweet like 3 minutes after he sent it to me, and it was already gone. And I'm like, shoot. And then the next day, I got sent the link again, and I got him then. So, so I pre-ordered him And I pre-ordered Slaughter as well. So
Nice, fantastic. I think there's going to be a normal retail Mindbender eventually, kind of like we did with Zartan.
Yeah.
So if you miss out on this one, it's not the end of the world. There'll be a regular one.
And I'm not going to pre-order like everything for Classified because like I kind of want to go completionist, but I'm not like necessarily like as it comes out like I am for Lightning Collection because like I'm not going to do videos on these or anything like that. So
yeah.
But I figured like I'll get Mindbender because he's a convention exclusive that's going to go a lot later, and I figured Sergeant Slaughter's going to be pretty.
Slaughter, I'm afraid will be nuts on the aftermarket.
Yeah. So and he was already sold out on Pulse and stuff like that, which wasn't surprising. But I got him on Dorkside when I pre-ordered I just pre-ordered him at the same time as Dragonzord.
He's fan channel, so he'll be around.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
So and then like I said, tomorrow is the actual Classified Series panel. So there'll be actual reveals and stuff. And I assume new pre-orders as well because we're about to dive into. Josh isn't going to do videos on them yet. Yeah, I was just going to say. Yeah. Toku Topics is never going to do videos on them for that channel, but I'm thinking about maybe.
He hasn't formed his new Joe channel yet.
Well, I've always wanted to do a second channel that isn't Toku stuff.
Can you just call it Yo Josh?
Well, I don't even want it to be like G.I. Joe thing specifically. I kind of just want it to be like a catch-all that isn't Toku stuff. Yeah, it could be. Well, because like I bought a Hiss tank, I kind of want to do a video on it. But,
it's so big you could do the video on the Hiss tank. You could spit on it and then do the video.
So, but so that should be a good time. And since we're diving into all the Hasbro stuff, pretty much everything that they've revealed that is actually going to be up for pre-order is going up for pre-order at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So I assume that G.I. Joe Classified will be the same once their panel happens, but we just don't know what they're.
It might be the next day. It seems like they've been kind of doing a next day thing. They showed Flame War off yesterday, and then it was pre-ordered today. All the Star Wars stuff they showed off today is tomorrow, so I think it's like a 1-day delay.
Yeah, because I know Marvel stuff and Star Wars stuff is tomorrow at 5. I assume. I mean, Joe could be tomorrow at 5.
It seems like it's 5 o'clock every day because
it
was Dragonzord and White Ranger were 5, and then the next day it was Flame War, and then the next day it'll be Star Wars. So it seems like it's every day.
So also because G.I. Joe's Hasbro's last panel like for products, so like they could just launch it all the same day, but we'll see. So there's one other G.I. Joe thing. It's in the next slide. So these were part of the Walmart Collector Con that happened on Thursday. So they put up the retro carded Storm Shadow and Zartan, which is just this one that I have right here. But on
the Storm Shadow doesn't even really look that different.
Yeah, it's like it's just this. I'm pretty sure. Besides, swappable hands. This one didn't have swappable hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Storm or the Zartan I think is a little bit more cartoon accurate because that's kind of what they've been doing with the Walmart retro line.
Right.
I just was like, I don't need a third Zartan, so I'm good.
That's fair.
But yeah, he's definitely more cartoon color scheme.
But yeah, so these are cool. Yeah. I'm not as tempted by these since they don't have numbers on them. So
true.
Hey, Star Wars!
Yeah.
I think I want to say all of it on one slide, but then
that works.
I noticed that there was vintage stuff that. Whatever.
They also apparently because Preternia just posted a bunch of like the official promo shots that Hasbro sent over. Mm-hmm. And I guess there was at least one Black Series figure that they sent pictures over of, but they didn't talk about it all during the panels. So
nice.
The third Mandalorian that Bo.
Yeah. Whatever his name is.
The second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spooky Clone Trooper.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah. I gotta have that.
That's a Target exclusive.
I thought it was the fucking Skull Trooper from Fortnite at first.
It does kind of look like it. It does.
Wait, Josh, what exclusive is this?
Oh, it's a Target exclusive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Which is fitting because it's Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess the Halloween variants
by next July.
Yes, exactly. The Christmas variants must have done well because now they're doing because they also have like a werewolf Wookiee, which looks pretty great.
I forgot how they just never announced the last batch of the Christmas exclusives because they came out so late.
I never got the second batch.
Yeah, they never announced those.
Most of the first ones. And then I never got the second ones just because they never really seemed to exist anywhere for me to buy them. So I was just like, all right, whatever. But I'll try to get the skeleton guy if I can. That's
so this was their big debut of plastic-free packaging for Black Series.
Yeah.
Which is taking effect to most of these. Obviously, you can see some of them were planned before that.
Well, yeah, Bill Burr was around since before the plasticless packaging rolled out, so.
I didn't realize that Ned B was going to be one of the plastic-free because he went for pre-order like a month ago. But I guess they didn't actually ever show his box off until now, so I guess that makes sense. But I think this looks nice. Like it works.
The packaging's fine.
Is he holding a battle droid gun? I don't remember.
It's a gun of some kind, but yeah, he should just have the whatever blunt object he was going to use. You can see he's got it there in the box.
I'm just happy that Hasbro's finally making a Grogu Black Series figure.
Oh yeah, of course.
I cannot. I mean, first of all, they already did this and they sold it to us for $10, and I thought that was fine. I was like,
that worked. That was perfect.
That was acceptable. I'm like, it's in scale. It's $10. It's. I mean, even that I thought was a little overpriced, but I'm like, okay.
I thought it was kind of fun that it was in the tiny little box. Like,
yeah. They're like, well, his little pram is obviously worth $15, and I'm like, no. You notice how that box is 90% empty space? That's why no one's gonna buy that.
Yeah, because I guess they were promoting this one has like more articulation or something. I'm like, it's like 2 inches big. I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Baby Yoda. How much articulation can he have?
Right.
How much articulation do you want?
Yeah.
Right.
I want individual finger articulation on this 1-inch figure.
So yeah, it's
is that
dumb release.
Battle droid wearing MC Hammer pants? I don't know what's going on down there in the bottom left.
He's got regular pants, I thought.
But he's a droid. Why does he have pants at all?
Wait, or like there's no. I don't see.
I think you're confused by the glare accessory.
Oh, is that what it is? That's very possible. And maybe it's something that's underneath it. I don't know because it's just glass cases, but it just kind of looks like from his torso down, he's got like parachute pants.
Oh, yeah, that's an actual dude's pants who's crouching down.
It might be.
So it is pants.
That's right.
It is pants. You're right.
Oh, I see. Is that? Oh, that's some guy's knee. Okay, I see what's happening now. Yes.
I'm seeing what you're seeing.
Yes.
You thought the negative space was
because his legs are so thin.
Yeah.
That they just kind of blended into the guy's knee, and it just looked like he had a big half a dress on.
That's wild.
But I see that. Yes, I do see the man crouching down in the background now.
I want what you're seeing now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what is up with this samurai droid? I'm ready for it. I want to hear that. That sounds like a vision's waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like.
All right, cool. That's these guys.
Yeah,
Marvel.
There was a bunch of before we do Marvel real quick. There was a bunch of vintage collection stuff too that's supposed to go up tomorrow. I think there was a Luke Skywalker from the 10 seconds he was in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
From the 10 seconds he was in Mandalorian.
There was more Black Series like pipeline reveals like they do.
Yeah, there were those too.
There was also like they were talking about how they're going to be doing 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi Black Series because of course, I mean, duh. Yeah, that wasn't a surprise.
That's a slam dunk.
Yeah.
And I think there was a Cal from Fallen Order that's going to be in the vintage collection tomorrow. And I thought there were 2 other ones that I can't remember what they were. Some guy I didn't recognize, and then there was a 3rd one. I don't know. But anyway, there's some other stuff that's going up tomorrow.
Rye, is your dog accosting you?
I was looking at this and I just look up and it's just like
So I put Deadpool here because as of today, Deadpool 2 and Logan are on Disney Plus. Which is the first R-rated movies to go on Disney Plus.
Yeah, first R-rated Disney Plus movies.
And coincidentally, tomorrow is the MCU panel at Comic-Con. So
Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Hold on, was Deadpool 3 trademarked? That's what we need to know.
Right, exactly. So I feel like the timing on that probably is supposed to be something. So
wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. They like to be like, and go watch the other ones right now.
Right, exactly. Yeah, Dangerfiel's right. Yeah, for R-rated movies on Disney Plus in the U.S. Yeah, other countries have like tons of stuff. But yeah,
Disney After Dark.
I think that means that every Fox X-Men movie is on Disney Plus now.
Oh,
Look at it, Pascal. Deadpool tool description on Disney Plus is the sequel to the first one.
I'm curious if I haven't bothered to check, but like, hopefully none of them are like edited in any way because I know Disney Plus does that sometimes. So, but yeah.
Oh, Small says there were 1 billion new trademarks discovered like 30 minutes ago.
Oh no, really? Hold on.
even more new ones?
I didn't actually put the other ones in the news because I forgot to put that tweet. But
So many trademarks. Well, it was Avengers Secret Wars.
yeah,
Avengers Kang's Dynasty, I think.
yeah, the Kane
Disney Plus in
Dynasty.
Japan has all the Saw movies.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's a big
But here's what you
Do
don't
you want to
understand.
play a game, Mickey?
I was gonna say it's the Saw movies, but all the characters have been replaced by cartoons, so it's just the movie starts with Donald and Mickey chained in a room, and they have to figure out how they got there.
Yeah, Small's right. Some of those could be misdirects or comic stuff. Yeah, but there was the 2 Avengers trademarks. Yeah, it was the 2 Avengers trademarks, and there
Right.
was
Is your dog trying to twerk on you?
Yes, just let it happen, Corey. God damn, Josh is trying to tell me about Marvel trademarks.
That's all right. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
not trying to-
distracted by the twerking dog.
The dog is trying to get its freak on. Don't shame him. Damn.
But yeah, it was the 2 Avengers trademarks, and then it was Captain America: New World Order. Multiverse Saga was trademarked, and Thunderbolts was trademarked. But we already know that they're making a Thunderbolts movie.
Yeah, Thunderbolts is happening.
We knew that they were making Secret Wars. We knew that they're making a 4th Captain America. So like we just didn't know the title of it. So
Yeah, I mean Thunderbolts is basically Marvel's Suicide Squad,
right, and they're like fast tracking that. Like that's supposed to be potentially like one of the
because they want to make it before Sony asks them to put Morbius in it.
They also want to make it before
Okay, well, what
Sony
about
finally
Venom?
gets
Put Venom
to
or
it.
Morbius in it. No,
Yeah.
stay in your corner
Right,
where I
right.
told you can play. Stay over there. Stop it.
They also want to beat Sony to making Sinister Six. They want to get their own villain team out first. But yeah,
I can't wait for Craven the pet activist. Totally in
I know,
character
it's
for him. It's gonna be
ridiculous.
great. Makes total sense.
yeah. At least Madam Web got delayed, so we're spared from that from a little bit.
I can't, but how are you gonna make a Madam Web movie? She sits in a chair and just gives Peter shit. This is like that is not a movie. I'm sorry.
Peter won't even be there.
That's true, yeah. She'll be just like shouting to someone who's not there.
All right.
Maybe they'll make it very true to the character, and she'll never sit in a chair.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Peter,
Yeah,
That's true. Good segue.
thank you.
So this is that cartoon that we still don't really know much about because it's very confusing.
yeah.
But all
It
these
definitely
people are going to
can't
be in it.
MCU canon now. I don't know
Yeah.
why they ever said it was because
Yeah, they still are saying it is, and I'm like, but no. They're like, well, it takes place before Tony meets them, and I'm like, okay, then why did you recreate the exact scene where Tony
Right,
meets him,
right.
but now with Norman Osborn?
like. I like the style that they're going for here. I think it's going to be neat.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it, and I'm sure it'll be fun. It's just don't try to pretend it's
Right.
canon.
But
Like,
no,
I like,
we're in the
Charlie
multiverse
Cox.
now.
Well, yeah, I guess it can.
I
be
mean, that's
MCU
fine. Then
canon
say it's a
now,
different.
yeah.
Then just say it's whatever number. I don't know the number.
And it's really cool that Spider-Man's going to get a Ninja Turtle costume up here.
Yeah, that is cool. Super Leonardo.
And then Charlie Cox is going to be voicing Daredevil, so that's neat.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh.
Which is funny because like Tom Holland is not coming back as Spider-Man, and I think Benedict Cumberbatch is not voicing Doctor Strange in this either.
Probably not. Yeah. It would be
So-
fun. This would be a random poll, but if they got the girl who played Nico in that Hulu
Yeah, that would be
Runaway
pretty
show, that would
Yeah.
be cool to bring her back.
That would
Because
be
like they could just do that.
Oh yeah, for sure, and people would like that. So
Yeah, and that would be like in that way you could still say it's not connected if you don't want it to be.
Right.
That's kind of the nice thing about like the Netflix shows. Like if you want them to be canon, they can be because they don't really do enough to affect
Yeah,
anything else. And Runaways was kind of the same thing. Like if you want because I think Runaways teamed up with Cloak and Dagger, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And I think like Cloak and Dagger one time had like a newspaper that showed Luke Cage, so it was like so that kind of connects to the Netflix shows.
They referenced Iron Fist once too. They also name dropped Tony Stark, so like it referenced like the movies and
right. That's what I'm saying. So like, if you want all of that to be canon, it can be. You know, it doesn't. But if you don't want it to be, it doesn't.
I just like how they're like, you know, they kept Charlie Cox coming back as Daredevil a secret for so long, and now they're just like everything Daredevil. It's Charlie Cox. You know, it's just everything.
Yes.
Like,
I love it. He's great. Keep it going.
So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, this will be fun. This will be one of those things that I think like it's like Gendy's Clone Wars. If you want to kind of shoehorn it into your MCU, you can, but it doesn't 100% fit, but it's good enough.
But yeah.
All right.
I was just bummed. Like, I'm excited for this, but this also meant the death of the last one they did, which was that one just called Spider-Man, I think?
Whatever, yeah. The one was like on Disney XD or whatever.
Yeah. That was a good show. They had set up for another season, and they just
so they confirmed that this will debut on Disney Plus in 2024, and it's already been renewed for season 2, which is going to be called sophomore year. So
wow, it's so successful already.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
At what point does he meet Tony? How old is he? Is he a junior at that point? How old is he in Homecoming? He's a junior, right?
Yeah. No, wait.
So they can really only do 2 seasons of this show.
That's true.
We have to cancel it. I'm sorry.
I think he's a sophomore in Homecoming because No Way Home, or not No Way Home, Far From Home, he's like the summer vacation after his junior year.
Right.
And that's a couple years after Homecoming.
No, it's not, is it? I thought it was pretty close to it.
Far From Home is supposed to be like 2 years after that, or like early year, at least.
To be fair, we don't know when Homecoming was because the year they put in the front of it is not correct. They totally biffed that. So
they did for sure.
Small says he was 15 in Civil War, so that would make him a sophomore, right? Sophomore or freshman.
Yeah, because No Way Home is his senior year. So then, I don't know.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really. But this looks neat.
Yeah. Okay. Next up.
Yeah, so this is
zombies.
This
is Marvel Zombies. This is going to be an animated show spun off of the episode from What If.
These are the non-zombie characters.
The non-zombie characters and the zombie characters. So we have like the new team of heroes and the new team of like villains. I guess.
Oh, the zombies are on the bottom.
Yeah.
You can tell because Captain America has no legs.
That's right. So
how many other archers were there to then shoot Hawkeye with a bunch of arrows?
Well, Kate Bishop's up here in the heroes.
That's true.
So, but they confirmed that this is going to be the same universe as that episode of What If.
Okay. So here's the thing. I hate zombies as a genre. I just hate it. So I will not watch this show. But then I see Randall Park standing here holding a card because he's still doing the zombie apocalypse is happening. He's still doing close-up magic.
Yeah, I love this team of characters up there. It's wonderful.
Are they getting the actual all the actors back to do these?
Probably.
Characters?
I mean, What If got a lot of actors back, and I feel like most of the actors for these characters up there would come back for something like this. So either they're still heavily involved in the MCU or they've been in the MCU very recently.
Did the Blue Ninja even talk?
No, I don't remember. Yeah,
so they'll definitely get him back. That's easy. Is that Aquafina all the way to the right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am here for Shang-Chi with like
I love everything that's happening in the top picture, and I hate everything that's happening in the bottom picture.
Yeah. They also showed off a zombified Icarus from Eternals too, so like they're even bringing them in. So, however that's supposed to work. Yeah.
Zombies can't organize. How are they going to form a team? They don't have any brain power.
But hey, they also said that this is going to be a rated TVMA show on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just someone, when this is done, super clip all the Randall Park parts for me, and I can just watch that without.
Can you imagine the Marvel?
All the Randall parts.
All the Randall parts. The what?
Can you imagine making if they make a Marvel Legends figure of that design? That'd be
incredible. I will. That's the thing, because I love the designs. Like Corey said, Shang-Chi looks amazing. Randall looks great. I love everything going on.
David Harbour looks the same.
Yeah, he
does. Same. Yeah.
He looks the same, but that's fine.
And the ninja dude looks the same.
And I mean, he's dealt with Demogorgons, so he might have a leg up here.
Who's the ninja dude?
He's from Shang-Chi. He was like the Mandarin's was it like his top guy or whatever they sent out? Or
it was just like his name.
Why can't we get the saw hand guy?
Oh right!
Did he die? I don't remember.
No, he's still.
It doesn't matter. This is zombies.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't matter.
Saw hand guy was cooler than No Name Ninja.
That's true.
No Name Ninja.
No Name Ninja is a good screen name.
Also, it doesn't. Do you see who they're packing down there? You got Captain Marvel and Scarlet Witch. The world is over. It doesn't matter. I don't care how much close-up magic you can do or what hand-to-hand combat skills you have. You have two basic gods down here that are.
I mean, even just one of those, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Ultron in the background?
I don't know who that's supposed to be, actually.
Oh, that's Ant-Man. Remember Ant-Man got big and then got bit? That's big Ant-Man. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, good luck, but you're fucked. There's no way. You know why Hawkeye doesn't take the arrows out? Because he doesn't have to. He's already won. He doesn't have to. Anyway.
All right.
Oh, yeah, Kamala is part of the heroes, too.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, but she's not in this picture.
See, there's so many things. Like I don't know. I'm still not gonna watch it because I hate zombies. But I feel like use these somewhere else because I like all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
Yeah. Now we're talking. This is some good shit.
And this got renewed for season 2.
They love giving things 2 seasons right off the bat.
Oh yeah, and what is
now? Is it a season 2 or the animators did this as season 1, but we split it in 2 to be dicks?
I mean, that's also possible. That's very possible.
Could be that.
But yeah, so obviously all your X-Men friends are down there in the bottom, and Magneto's got an edgy new look for some reason. Right?
Check out my unitard. It's M for me.
I was gonna say he's got a big M on his chest in case he forgets his name.
Yeah, he really stole that syndrome look there.
That's true. He's like, I saw a movie. I thought it was cool. I'm not wild about his design, but I love that they're some of these fringe characters they're supposed to kind of make more mainstream, like Nightcrawler and Forge and Bishop and Cable and the Morph, which it was on the show, I guess intermittently, but bring Colossus back. I want to see some more Colossus. But yeah, it looks fun. It's gonna, I guess, take up like right after. Because I don't know if anyone watched the original show all the way through. Anyone?
I've never seen any of it.
It's just on Disney Plus.
I had at some point, but
and they just announced that they fixed it because I watched it. I watched through it again recently on Disney
Plus.
Plus.
That's an announcement.
Yes, but I watched it probably 6 months ago through on Disney Plus, and they're all in the wrong order. Like you'll be watching something and you'll be like, "Wait, didn't he?" That didn't happen yet. Or you'll see one and be like, wait, he did that 2 episodes ago and now he's talking about it. So they went back and fixed that. So now if you watch it, it's in the right order so that it flows better.
I'm definitely interested in watching it.
Which is something they should do for Clone Wars as well, by the way.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yes. No, absolutely.
They should. Who cares about the original seasons? Just put it in chronological order. But yeah, so if you want to watch that in preparation for this,
I'll probably wait till next year to like when
there's never been a better time. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's good. The animation gets wonky because like halfway through they farmed it out to that what's that animation studio that took over Transformers that we hate?
I'll look real quick.
I'm pretty sure
that state that we hate.
But they do like this thing where they cell shade the shit out of everything, but it makes it look really weird and like it's like a weird gel anime. It's weird. The stories are still solid, but some of the episodes, like sometimes it looks okay, and other times it's just bad. I don't know. But the first 2 seasons are incredibly solid, animation and story, and then everything else is. They did a lot of cool stuff. Like they adapted various, comic storylines. Like they did like a 2-episode arc that was kind of like an Age of Apocalypse, but they couldn't go all out. But it's in the background, you can see a lot of the designs from Age of Apocalypse of like characters fighting and stuff like that. So it's really neat. It's a good show. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out on Disney Plus. And then I won't. I mean, it's not really. I guess it's a spoiler. It is. I don't know. I won't say anything. But anyway, it's
that whole VHS line that Hasbro's doing.
Mm.
I wonder if they'll continue that even for like new stuff that this has.
I mean, there's so many they could do.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, they just showed us a new Beast.
Yeah, that's in one of the slides here.
Okay, so yeah, so I don't know if they would put him. See, the thing is, like, they've already done a lot of these characters, but I guess they're redoing them as cell shaded versions. So, the VHS line really could go on forever. I mean, they could do it.
Yeah, they said that this show's getting ready to come out fall 2023. So.
Oh shit! So there's a while for that too.
It's ACOM.
Yes. I'm pretty sure they took over the original because they had to. I think for like a budget thing, Fox farmed it out somewhere cheaper to keep it going. So it was either that or stop it altogether. So they made the correct choice. But yeah, watch it on Disney Plus, and you have time. Apparently, you have over a year.
Yeah,
and we'll see how Magneto turns out because that's that outfit's like nothing he's ever worn in the comics. Yeah, so we got new Marvel Legends stuff based on Disney Plus.
Or pretty much based on Loki plus Howard the Duck.
I mean, yeah, Howard the Duck's just hanging out. Now
with
there's
Scott's head.
This Loki comes single packed and with the Tesseract, or only with the Tesseract?
Only with the Tesseract.
Okay, because I thought I saw somewhere where someone showed it by itself and then another version of it with the Tesseract.
I'm pretty sure it's only with the Tesseract, which is like $67 for that.
I just think it's funny. So they're like, "Hey, we have this light up Tesseract roleplay item, and it's going to come with Loki." And then they showed that blue cube for Dungeons and Dragons, and I was like, somebody was like, "I can get 2 uses out of this blue cube."
Yeah. Well, it's such an odd choice. Because, like, I get Loki's connection with the Tesseract, but, like, the Tesseract didn't do anything in the show.
No, it did not.
That's what the box is,
honestly,
like,
have you ever seen one of those, like, picture cubes that you can get at, like, Michael's for $5?
Oh, yeah.
And you just, like, lift it up, and then you put a picture on each side, and then you close it, and it's people put on their end tables. It looks like somebody filled that with, like, blue Play-Doh. It does. And then put an LED in the middle of it.
I don't even think it has the Space Stone inside, which that kind of sucks.
No, I saw them open it up. It looks like a big, weird plastic Nerf ball that has LEDs all over it. So because you have to like open the cube, open the weird.
If it had like a removable stone or something, that'd be kind of neat.
See, here's what I think they should have done, and this would have been an excellent marketing strategy: sell the Infinity Gauntlet with 1 stone. And then you have to buy the Doctor Strange Eye of Agamotto to get the green stone. You have to buy this to get the blue stone. That would have been like the ultimate Build-A-Figure thing. Yeah. And then if you want a full Infinity Gauntlet, you have to buy 6. Now, it's probably better they didn't do that for everyone's wallet. But if you're thinking like, a marketing person, I have to basically buy 6 different role-play items to fill my Infinity Gauntlet. That's how I would have.
Replica Vision's head for the Mind Stone.
Do it. And then when you take it out, all the color fades from it.
Yeah, it's like that Zartan figure that they made last year, but it's just like the whole thing.
So I mean, they probably or maybe do whatever one doesn't make sense to have a physical representation like the Soul Stone or something. Be the one that comes with the gauntlet or something like that.
Yeah.
They could sell the weird like ether case for the red one. You know,
the
they
orb
could
from
sell,
Guardians could have a release
yes,
too.
the orb from Guardians, perfect. Like they could have done that. I feel like
Yeah,
they
it's
could have
pretty.
made that
It's
work.
pretty surprising that they didn't. Actually, you wouldn't have to do Vision's head for the Mind Stone. You could.
Oh,
do
you could have done
that.
Loki's scepter.
Yeah,
Dude, someone would buy it. Someone would have bought that. You'd
Absolutely.
have a full-size Loki scepter.
that
And you
probably
can take
only would have
that out
been as expensive as like Stormbreaker was, or something like that, right? Like,
Yeah, they could have. Yeah, I mean, it would probably
They
be
could have
like a
pulled that
Power
off.
Lance situation. Yeah.
yeah, it already like could collapse.
Hasbro, hire me. I'm ready to work for you. I'm ready to
That
make
is a
you
brilliant idea. I
millions
cannot
of
believe they
dollars.
didn't do that.
I mean, it's too late already because you already sold the damn thing with all the gems that come out of it. But I could have sold 6 roleplay items for every one that you ended up selling,
Yeah.
and I would have got your damn Rancor funded. Anyway, let's go to the next slide. Yeah, so we got some Spider-Man stuff. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this Hydra agent with the pig on his head. This is the, I mean, I don't know if this exists in the comics or not. I'm not familiar with it, but that was like, Johnson, we need another villain designed by Friday, but it's Thursday evening. Well, come up with something. Okay, well, here's a Hydra agent. I put a pig on his head. Great, print it. Let's go.
Yeah, this is just a Power Rangers monster.
Yeah, it's really not great. But we're getting a Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends 3-pack, which is cool. Unless you already have all 3 of these separately, because there have been many iterations to do that. I'm pretty sure that Firestorm is just exactly the same Firestar, my bad. Firestar that they sold not that long ago. Even comes with the same stupid dog. I don't know if this Spider-Man is any different than the multitude of Spider-Man that
It
they
looks
have.
like just one of the ones that's like on the retro card.
Yeah, like they just put up a retro Spidey at Walmart the other day. So it's probably
what is the difference between that one and like the original retro carded one?
So the original retro carded one was like a brand new body at the time. That's why it like flew off the shelves.
Right, because I know that one's extremely hard to get.
Right. So this one is like kind of cell shaded, kind of like the way the X-Men VHS ones are. Honestly,
but it's really just like a way to get that back out there.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. It's really a way to be like, hey, we all know you want this, and it's fucking gone. So we're gonna do it again. We'll tweak it a little bit so that maybe that guy who has one will buy a second one. But really, it's a way for you to get one if you didn't get one. I like it because I'm gonna put it with my X-Men because they did cross over on that show.
Yeah.
And so they'll all be cell shaded together, which is great.
That's cool.
I think the Iceman here is somewhat cell shaded. But there have been plenty of Spider-Man and Iceman. I feel like you probably already, most people have this display already somewhere. It's just slightly different. But that's going to be a Pulse exclusive, the 3-pack. We're getting Riot here, and then we're also getting Agony, I think.
I think I forgot to put her in there. There were so many figure pictures.
Yeah, they're completing like the separation anxiety symbiotes. I don't know if they've done... I can't remember the orange guy's name. Actually, yeah, I think they did him. I don't remember. Anyway, more symbiotes is always good. And then down here in the bottom right is a 2-pack of more Galactus Heralds, obviously because that's getting ready to ship.
Right.
So this is going to be a 2-pack. Is this a Pulse exclusive as well?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, so that's going up. I think I'm going to grab that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're making a Marvel Legends of Darkseid.
It really, yeah, that guy does look like Darkseid, but he is one of the Heralds of Galactus. There have been several Heralds of Galactus. No, not Toxin.
Oh.
Toxin is the one that's like Carnage's son, right? Well, the symbiote is spawned from Carnage. I'm talking about the orange ones. Like, so the original Separation Anxiety, there were 5. There was Scream, Agony, Riot, Lasher, and then the other one whose name I don't remember. But I know you guys are all clamoring for this Peghead dude. He will be available tomorrow at 5. So you can get your, I think his name's like Wildebeest or Wild Hog or something. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, yes. And then this is the Beast. So they did Beast, the Blue Beast, a while ago in that, I think it was Calabac wave. It was a long time ago. It was a great figure, though. I think this is very...
This is what that Flask tease was a long time ago.
Yes. So I think it's the same figure or very similar, but now he's got a soft goods lab coat. and he comes with some beakers, and they put him on the retro card because they also did a gray beast on the retro card not that long ago, and he came with like glasses and a book. So they're always trying to class up beasts.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
They're also doing Scorpion on a retro card, which looks phenomenal. They did Scorpion a couple years ago, but he was more comics. He was like a darker green, and I think he had in the comics a lot of times his head is like more monsterish, and so he doesn't really have just like a face part showing. It's like the whole head is green. But this is like right out of the cartoon. This one looks phenomenal.
I've never seen the cartoon, but I have 2 of these retro card figures, and I love the way these look. Like I like this line a lot.
Yeah, 90s action figure packaging was pretty fantastic.
Like out of the like X-Men retro ones, the Spider-Man retro ones, and then they're starting that whole Iron Man retro
Iron Man
too.
and Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Fantastic Four ones. Yeah, I think the Spider-Man ones look the coolest.
Yeah. The Spider-Man ones are really. I love the X-Men ones as well.
Yeah.
But the Spider-Man ones are absolutely fantastic. And this Scorpion just looks. I'm glad I never bought any of the other ones because he looks amazing. And then this Human Fly, who's like a super deep cut that I'm not familiar with. And then there's 2. There's a White Panther, and then there's a comic accurate Black Panther. I think they both look really good.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So I don't know what the White Panther is from, but I just think that suit is really neat.
Yeah.
He's got I think he's got like vibranium stuff kind of built into the forearms and the calf muscles. And he's just rocking guns apparently. So I don't know what that's from, but
all right. 50 years.
They teased the HasLab. I don't know.
Yeah, they teased the Ghost Rider HasLab.
I don't know what it could be.
People are speculating it's going to be Robbie Reyes in his car.
Oh, okay.
I told you guys earlier, it's going to be a large effect piece of the burning piss from Ghost Rider 2.
Oh, apparently Black Panther 2's trailer will be released tomorrow.
Oh.
I figured.
Now, Corey, when you say large effect piece, do you mean like an effect piece for a toy or for you?
Oh, shit.
Like, is it just going to plug in?
I guess that would.
Are there different ports?
How do you secure this? Those are all very good
questions. All your questions will be answered.
Yeah, that you should forward to the Hasbro team. I'm sure they'll get on that very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Oh, thank God. It's time for Wheeljack!
Right now, wait, Rye said she needs to do something?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, you have to reset the thing because I added a bunch of pictures.
Okay. Refresh. Slideshow. Share. Window. News is back. What is this?
Woo!
We got this fella. He's big.
Just it's Darksaber and Victory Lou's boxes and slip covers and posters and
is this plastic
accessory trays.
There are plastic trays, yes.
What?
I noticed that. They were doing the unboxing, and I was like, "What did you do?"
Oh yeah, speaking of that, because I know we were talking about it a little bit before the stream, but they did say with their whole plastic-free thing that they are going to continue to do retro card stuff.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
They said if the plastic is part of the packaging to the degree that it's like a nostalgia thing, and it's like because that vintage collection community was flipping their shit. They're
Which
like,
makes sense.
Bubble,
I get it.
Yeah, I get it too. But they're like, the bubble's part of it. You know, half the time we don't open these, and it's because it's all display and it has.
Hear that? We don't even play with your toys.
Right.
They don't care. You're buying them. They don't care what you do with them.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like, I haven't opened the 2 Spider-Man retro ones that I have. They're both on the card.
Yeah, so they said that that's definitely going to be any time where like the plastic is integral to the nostalgia factor of the packaging is part of the play experience. I think they said, which is a nice way of saying we know you don't open these. Yeah, they won't. they said like all the like younger kid lines 100% because there's
Right.
nothing to lose there.
In the majority of just like
And
regular
the
collector
regular
figures,
$20 figure, well, $28 figures, whatever the fuck they are now.
yeah. So that was nice. I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah, I mean they would have lost some serious revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since they're what, like almost $17 per figure?
Vintage collection.
15?
I don't think they're up that high yet.
Not-
they're like
no?
15 or so
Okay.
now.
Still
15, maybe
too high.
$15.99. But I mean, a lot of these people buy two, one to open and one to
Yeah.
keep. So
Yeah.
if you destroy the packaging, you're already cutting your sales in half.
Right.
Just by that, because maybe they'll still buy one, but they're not going to buy a second one.
And like I really don't know how you could have done it properly to like where you still get that look without it being a plastic
There's
bubble.
no,
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
way.
All right. We
But this
good on-
packaging looks neat,
Yeah.
and I want these boys because they look really good.
Yeah.
Don't you think Star Saber looks a little bit shorter than we expected, though?
I think his legs extend and they're not in the package.
Oh, okay.
They look very stumpy there.
Yeah, that's
General
true.
Grievous. You're shorter than I expected.
Dude, I was thinking about this. The entire Clone Wars series, those two cannot meet or fight each other
Nope.
because of one stupid line that Lucas put in that movie that's poorly written. Like Grievous says, like, oh, I thought someone of your stature would be older. And then he just has to retort and go, well, you're shorter than I thought. I'm like, this is a stupid back and forth. And everyone making that show is like, fuck you, Lucas, you're one stupid line of dialogue. Like, there's one episode where they do a prisoner exchange and they cross paths, but Anakin's unconscious at the time. Like, they had to just fucking do it quick and be like, we know that this is kind of breaking it, but if we do it fast, maybe they won't notice. We just have to make it go by fast. It's so stupid.
It's really funny.
All
Why
right.
is this labeled under Legacy?
It's the flavor of the month. It's just
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
It's a HasLab, but they just slap Legacy on it.
I didn't know if there was a specific reason or not. So
I mean, there's not really. But so it's a box with a slipcover, and you can take the slipcover off and turn it completely inside out, and then it looks like Japanese packaging, and then you can put it back.
Oh,
on.
that's cool.
Oh, that's neat.
That's
Okay,
Yeah,
that's-
the guy on the right here is not Dungeon Master. That's not why he's. As soon as
And
he
your
put that
legion of
down, I was like,
Autobots step into the tavern.
And then there was Chris Pine.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right.
I
Oh,
think
is this
this
that
guy's
one
name is-
that leaked on the banner?
Yeah,
This is just Breaker.
DK3 Breaker.
They're like, we
We
couldn't
got
come up with
lift-
anything
lift
better. We were going to
ticket
call him
garter
just
Breaker.
Trail, but then we're like, nah, we'll go with the other half of the word.
Breaker.
He's
Yeah,
got a real constipated face on.
Well, you would be too if you were that color.
I think it looks good. And
Oh no!
Oh no, I'm blue. I'm constipated
The
constantly
weirdest
now.
form of racism I've ever heard.
I think, to be fair, I think the constipation caused the blueness.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Oh,
I did not know what you were going for on that one, but
I don't know either.
That's fine.
So
Smurfs can't
leave me the
poop.
fuck alone.
Spurs can't poop.
But anyway, so I was thinking about this yesterday. This is the fourth version of this mold I'm going to have, and I don't even like this mold all that much.
Oh yeah, no,
But I was thinking
I
the fourth
hate the
one.
mold. I think it's really bad.
But I like the color scheme here.
And there's still like two more that they could do.
There were more Diaclone versions of this?
There was at least a yellow one.
Oh, okay.
can that one be named Bumblebee? I just
Oh,
want
yeah.
that name back.
Yeah, I'm never
Big-
buying a
big dick
Transformer
bee
again until
just
they
for
call
you.
it that.
The
Yeah,
yellow one really has to piss, so it all makes sense.
that's
Uh,
true. All right, you could probably connect the flaming piss piece that you're going to be getting. From
Hopefully.
HasLab. Yeah.
Hopefully.
So, like, if you make it hollow, right, you could pee through it, and that would light it up as it goes.
Oh, it's like an ice luge for
Yes.
a drink.
My,
Okay.
I can light it up with my luminescent piss.
Yeah, you are going to have to drink some chemicals. I mean,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
You're not getting.
Wait, they
away
could just
without
put black lights inside of it.
Oh.
Once again, I solved your problems, Hasbro. I'm just saying.
I solved your piss problem,
I solved your
Hasbro.
piss design. Nailed it.
All right. Who are these friends?
Yes.
Transformers.
I don't know, but I like them.
This is on the left, Point Blank, although I don't think they have the rights to that name, so I think he's called Blanker,
Yeah.
Oh no,
which is not great, but it's Point Blank. It's fine.
terrible name.
Yes, it's not great. I would have rather they called him Point Break.
Yes, my name is Blanker.
He comes with a surfboard. Anyway,
Chris, I'm pretty sure that one's taken too.
It might be by Keanu Reeves. Anyway, so he's one of the Autobot Target Masters that I've been screaming for forever, so that's awesome. He
is supposed to come with a buddy.
Because they said they weren't showing off the accessories here. There's going to be a live stream sometime in August where they'll really unveil these like physical versions and everything. And that'll happen before anything Power Rangers related, Josh.
I know, that's why I just reacted.
But yeah, so it would make sense if he comes with some kind of Target Master. But even if he doesn't, I have his Target Master partner from whatever Legacy release he came with, like Twin Twist or whatever. So I'll just move that over like I did already for Crosshairs. But he looks pretty good. I mean, it's not 100% like the animation model, but I think it's pretty good.
They used the Sunbrow, I think Marvel Comics 2 head.
People were complaining about the head.
Because in Rebirth or whatever, like he had that head, which looks a lot more like Crosshairs.
Yeah.
Than actual.
The toy's head was different. Yeah.
Yeah, it had 2 antennae.
Yeah, and I like the look of that head better. They'll do something where they'll give us that head later on with some other release. And you can switch them out, and that would be fine with me if they do something like that. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. So we just need, what's the last one? Sure Shot, I think is the yellow one. Over here on the right is Crankcase, which is a deep cut. But I think they were like, what kind of looks like Skids? Because this is obviously made from Skids. The legs are 100% Skids. I am assuming they retooled the body. But he was one of the, did they call them Trigger Cons? I don't remember what they were, but the original toy had a gimmick where it was like a spring-loaded gun that flipped out.
Yeah.
So they had Autobots and Decepticons that did it. I think was Override was originally one of them, right? Before they used that name for the Override that we know now. I think that there was a blue motorcycle I had as a kid that I loved. It was one of my favorites. And he had 2 hands, and in each of his forearms was a gun, so that when you press the button, it spring-loaded out and looked like he was holding it. It was really fun. But yeah, so I don't know what they're going to do for weapons for this guy. But he looks cool. You know, I know he's an obvious Skids retool, but I don't care. That's fine. He turns into a kind of boxy, like Jeep type station wagony type thing, so that makes sense that you would use Skids for that. But yeah, both of these look pretty good.
So I don't know if anybody else is seeing this, but is it possible that they could reuse the Point Blank
Armada Blur? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
There's been a huge discussion about that.
Okay.
But they would have to turn his shoulders around, right? Because the wheels are on the back.
Just turn him by the waist, right, and then mold.
Yeah, actually, that's probably exactly what they would do, because you just turn the head 180. Because Blur had that cab on his back just like that, right? Yeah. So that's all you'd have to do.
Yeah, yeah. There was a whole thread about it on TFW where people were like, all I had to do was remold a couple things and like turn this around and switch his arms around. And
all right,
like,
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
It would honestly be perfect. I'm like,
honestly, if his elbows can bend backwards already, which I don't know if they can, I would assume most can.
It looks like it. Like
I believe they can.
Here,
all you'd have to literally do is spin him at the waist 180, spin the head 180, spin the fists 180, and you'd be. Well, I guess the fist would be kind of backwards though, but you could pop the fists off and switch them probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they would just build the figure with this.
Well,
yeah.
But yeah, no, that wouldn't take much.
It's not punch counter punch. It doesn't need to be both.
That's true. That's true. But yeah,
huh?
Soto Chronicle Kabuto's out.
Oh,
yeah, it is.
Oh, you weren't here yet when we talked about that. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could be good. I would buy that.
Nice.
That could be nice.
And maybe Cybertron Red Alert from this other dude here.
I mean,
No,
Cybertron Red Alert or Armada Red Alert?
Cybertron.
I feel like Armada Red Alert was boxier.
Armada
that-
Red Alert. Armada Red Alert is basically just the Jeep guy from the
Yeah.
Jurassic Park crossover.
Joshua Perry, whatever the other number
Yeah,
was.
Joshua Perry. 93.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Cool. Whoa!
Yes. So we're getting Dead End, of course, because we're continuing with this Stunticons. And then we're getting Skullgrin, a little Master Force alum here. And a lot of people were speculating because they somehow a picture of the box came out, and it's kind of like what they did with Iguanas.
That is on here, by the way. That picture.
Is it? Oh, fantastic. Is it the next slide?
No.
Okay, we'll come back to it then. But basically, like Iguanas is the robot mode is the Pretender shell, and then the vehicle mode is the vehicle mode of the robot that was inside the Pretender shell. So that's kind of how they've bridged the gap because they're not doing actual Pretenders. But if you look at Skullgrin, the body kind of looks like the robot inside, and so people were saying all you'd have to do is take the skull head off and have like a robot head underneath. And that could be like the Pretender shell coming off because all you'd have to like the
Gotta take off my shell.
The shoulder pads don't really look like they come off, but if they somehow were also removable, like that would almost like he's got the waist stuff as well too. So I don't think it's really going to be possible.
Yeah.
But if you could somehow take the skull bits off, it almost would be the robot underneath, and the vehicle mode that they've shown is pretty much what the robot inside turned into. So I think they're kind of taking the same track like they did with Iguanas, where the robot is going to be the Pretender shell and the vehicle mode will be the vehicle mode of the robot that was inside. But it looks pretty cool. I mean, the last time we got a Skullgrin was a remold of a Dark Mount or whatever, and it looked nothing like Skullgrin with the exception of it had a skull head. That was the only thing about it that looked anything like the original character. This actually looks pretty good. This actually looks, like I said, if you took the skull bits off, it really looks like the robot underneath, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
So keep this going. We do have a Metal Hawk that we saw a listing for, so that could be something similar to this. Although I would really actually kind of prefer the Metal Hawk not be the Pretender. I mean, I do really like the Pretender shell, but I also really love the robot, so we'll see how that goes. But keep it going. Give me Cloudburst. Give me Landmine. Give
Small
me.
dream. He didn't even grin.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah, I want all the Pretenders. And Dead End looks good. I mean, Dead End is pretty rudimentary, but
Sorry, he kept talking.
but anyway, he looks good. So go ahead. Whatever Rise excited for, we can move on to it. So it's kind of funny.
Ball. That's cool.
Yes, yeah. This is actually one of these is actually Ryan Seacrest. That's perfect.
Yeah, it's definitely Orion packs.
It's Orion Seacrest.
Orion Seacrest.
I like how we made the same, like our minds were synced.
Yeah.
We made the same joke right there. That's perfect. So completely skipping over regular Transmetal Megatron. I don't know. I guess I'm the only one that likes that form. But we're getting Transmetal 2 Megatron here. It's kind of funny. This picture, it doesn't look that great, but then on the back of the box, it looks way better. So I don't know which one it's actually going to look like. But they showed pictures of the box leaked out, and so we've seen the robot mode and the dragon mode, and they actually look pretty damn good. So I'm excited. And then this was a surprise. This is going to be a PulseCon exclusive. Once again, for like the fourth time, they are repainting Cup or repainting Cup into Orion packs because it's the thing that they love to do apparently. And then Scourge for Alpha Trion, which is an interesting choice, but it kind of works really well.
It works a lot more than I ever thought it was going to.
I never would have thought this, but yeah, because he does kind of like the collars there, like that carries over.
The collars there, the color layout works really well.
Yeah,
the back wings making the cape is
really because Alpha Trion had two very distinct color schemes. In the beginning, he was more like blue and orange, like a Miami Dolphin. And then, like, by Rebirth, they put him in this, and he was all maroon and purple. And so they seem to really latch on to this guy. I mean, it's fine, but I kind of like the other one, too. but you never see Alpha Trion in that original color scheme anymore. But obviously here in the center, he comes with Vector Sigma, as well as the key to Vector Sigma, so you can count down to midnight. So that'll be perfect. And I think it looks good, though. I mean, honestly, like I said, I think they repainted the original cup. They did that Sergeant cup that was the pickup truck, and they also
never did that one.
Are you sure? I saw a picture of it.
There was a Generations Orion PAX, but that was a new mold.
Really? I saw a picture earlier where someone put them all side by side all the times
they did.
done it.
They did G1 Cup into Orion PAX. That was eHobby.
Yes.
They did Titan's Return Cup into Orion PAX. That was.
I saw that too.
I forgot where that one was, and then they did this one.
I swear there was another.
There was
one.
a Generations Orion PAX, but it was a new mold.
I'm gonna Google this.
They turned it into Leo Prime. No. Yeah, it was Leo Prime and Onyx Prime for the Collectors Club.
Oh, I think I know which you're talking about. I don't think this is the same one. I see the one you're talking about. One. Yes, that was War for Cybertron, wasn't it?
No.
No. Well, I remember this. I think I have that, but I thought someone had another picture. Maybe I'm wrong.
I kept trying to find Orion PAX toys, but it kept linking me to lists of Optimus Prime toys, and I wasn't about to try to sift through that, so it was quite the chore.
Technically, if you read the IDW comics, Fat Prime from Cybertron Prime was also called Orion PAX in the comics. So technically, but yeah, either way, the point I was eventually trying to get to was I think this is easily the most successful one that they've done so far. So I'm pretty psyched for it. And the fact that it's a PulseCon exclusive, I think there'll be a decent chance of picking it up. I don't think it'll be that hard to grab. Because I mean, nothing so far this week has even really been that difficult. But yeah, it looks good. I'm ready for it.
Nice. Just give me Megatron, please. That's all I want.
Yeah, Megatron looks good. Did you say you have the box for him too? Yeah, there he is. There's the.
Yeah, I only focused on the Dragon mode.
That's fine. It looks pretty good. I mean, I'm happy with it. It looks.
Yeah, it transforms exactly how it should based on the original toy, and
Yep.
It does what it needs to do and looks great doing it. So.
And then here's the Skullgrin over here on the right. It's not quite the same way. I think the original toy, the legs flipped underneath, but otherwise, it looks pretty much exactly the same.
He took a page out of G-Axis's book and turned into a rectangle.
Yeah, he kind of looks like one of the Autobot clones. Like, remember how his legs just go out front like that? But yeah, I'm happy with everything. It looks really good.
Yeah, so this happened today, very shortly before the show. This is the full cast. I mean, not full cast because obviously there's guest characters. They showed Bombshell. They've showed
yeah, I saw some Insecticons in that trailer.
Bombshell, Snowcat, cool. Swindle.
Wheeljack was in there.
Wheeljack, yeah, because he's got a toy too.
Wheeljack. Josh's ears just perked up.
But well, I'm trying to get this window out of my way. There we go. Okay. So this is our voice cast main character list. We got Alan Tudyk as Prime, which is pretty neat. It doesn't sound too bad either. Obviously, Danny Pudi is Bumblebee.
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
I just think it's funny that both the brother and the sister are both voiced by girls. And can we also talk about how the girl's animation model, that head is so big on that body. It looks like the whole time I was watching the clip, I was like, why is your head so gigantic?
I think the Transformer animations are all fine just because they're robots.
Right.
The human animations were a little wonky.
It's like new Nickelodeon style of animation that I don't really care for. I see it in a lot of different shows. The other thing that pisses me off is like, this is Nickelodeon's Transformers EarthSpark. It's only going to be on Paramount Plus. Okay, so why is Nickelodeon all over it then, you dicks? So I look forward to pirating this. No, I'm just kidding. I won't watch it.
But yeah, the clip was pretty all right. The trailer I thought was cooler than the clip was just kind of like, oh look, we made Thrash and Twitch.
But those, did you see? So like, first the kids get blown off a bridge, somehow not
they're
dead.
fine.
Then they fall down like 20 feet into a rocky chasm, still fine. No injuries of any kind. Like, give them a limp or something. Like, I don't believe any part of this. They get exploded off of a bridge and they roll, like they fall. They watch them roll down. And then they're just like, oh wow, that was weird. And I'm like, no, you'd be dead. You would be dead.
I demand you maim those children.
It's not that I want you to maim the children. Don't show them in a situation that would kill them and then expect me to believe that they're fine. That's what I'm telling you.
Anyway, keep complaining about this.
Water or something.
Keep complaining about this. I'll be right back.
But I'm like, first of all, the explosion would have sheared their backs off. Okay, that's already the first thing. Then it blows them over the side. They don't land in the water. Like, I thought it was going to be like, oh, as it explodes, we jump off the bridge and land in the water. I'll buy that. It's a little unbelievable, but certainly they literally show them blown off a bridge. They fall down, bounce off some rocks, and then roll over on their sides. And then 2 seconds later, they're just like, wow, that was weird. And they get up. And I'm like, that's not you. Like, I understand it's a world with transformable robots. I get it. But then don't draw it so ridiculously unbelievable. Like you guys said, there's so many other things you could have done. I mean, all the times in cartoons and shows, people should get way more hurt than they really are. I get it. But like, you made the point of watching their bodies ricochet off rocks. And then you're just like, oh, they're fine. And then they like the floor, they drop down into another rocky chasm. I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this? It's like you're trying to piss me off with how much this is not realistic at all. I don't know. Then they like go into a cavern and touch a rock, and then 2 Transformers just materialize. I'm like, okay, I don't know how that works. I mean, it's kind of a neat concept because they're saying basically the concept they're trying to convey is that if Transformers are birthed by the planet Cybertron, these Transformers are birthed by the planet Earth, which is a neat concept, but at the same time, it's not really how Transformers are made, but fine. Like, they don't just materialize, like their bodies are built and then they're given sparks by whether it's Primus or Vector Sigma, whatever fiction you want to utilize. But this was like, I found a rock in a cave and then robots appeared out of water. Okay, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying. I know I don't sound it, but I'm trying to give this show a shot. But everything I see about it so far, I don't really like. I mean, it's not for me, and that's fine. You know, they're trying to aim younger to kids, and you got to do that to keep the brand going, and that's fine. I guess the thing that upsets me, have your Super Kitty Transformer show. That's fine. But then the fiction I get is the Netflix crap. So can you, by all means, make your kitty show? Can you make me a good adult Transformer show and not that Netflix garbage? Because that's like, the reason I'm upset about this is because I don't have my own thing. Like, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, the voice cast is certainly interesting. I mean, Alan Tiddick's Optimus, maybe I'll warm up to it. It's not. And Danny Putty, I love Danny Putty on Community and everything, but when he's doing Bumblebee, I just hear him talking. Do you know what I mean? So like, I can't associate him. It's kind of the same thing with Alan Tiddick. I can't associate them to the character because I'm so familiar with their voices from other things, and it feels like they're not really distorting them at all. So it just feels like I'm watching Danny Putty talk to Alan Tiddick and I'm forgetting that Transformers are involved, which is a risky run. But I mean, I guess Disney movies do that kind of shit all the time. They just put some famous, like, but I feel like at least Robin Williams like made the genie his own. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like you were just. Well,
I mean, this doesn't have to be Aladdin. Good.
No, that was just the first example that popped into my head. I'm not trying to say that they're apples, and apples. It's obviously not the same production value and all that shit. But I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to, you got to do something with it so it doesn't just sound like.
Sure.
And maybe it's just me. Maybe no one else has this problem, and that's fine.
I mean, I thought it was fine. Like, it's interesting coming off of Cyberverse and like.
Yeah, it's very different from Cyberverse.
I completely forgot that. Oh yeah, TV shows and companies do typically try to have like actual kids for kid appeal. I forgot that was a thing that we do here.
It's funny to think back, like there were human characters in the original cartoon. It's just that I never ever think about them when I think about the original Transformers cartoon because they were very downplayed. Like they were there, but they were usually for like someone to rescue or something. You know what I mean? Like they weren't like, I'm going to focus on Spike's life. It was like, hey, can I come too, Optimus? Well, you'll get in the way, but I guess, sure, come along. And then it was like, oh no, he fell in a hole. God damn it, Spike, I got to pick you up out of the hole again. Like that's all that they were there for. It wasn't like, let's watch their home life and you know, character development. But I didn't need them to be there at all. So
I wonder if this is more so filling the role of like rescue bots. Or like somewhere in between.
I don't think it's that.
I gotta be honest with you. After watching the trailer, I don't think it's that level of kiddiness.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
I didn't
preschool level.
Yeah, Rescue Bots is really
like something I would have watched as a kid.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely like the age of the kids in the show. I think is who it's, and that's why they do that. They want the kids to see themselves, and that's how they get them. But I also, like I said, I just like who is this person? Twitch Malto. These two new robots, I don't love their design. Again, it's not for me, and that's fine. And maybe the toys will be all right. I just don't see myself watching this that much, and that's okay. I just want my own thing. Just make me a good show. And I'm not saying this is a bad show. I'm saying make me a good. Like the Netflix shows were bad, I guess is the point that I'm trying.
Well, we'll see what happens. Is Ryan back yet? Are we done vamping?
Well,
I'm just.
We got the toys for these coming up, I think. Unless she changed that.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be whatever she chose to set up. I don't know.
Now this also, is the mystery news segment.
You got Diedrich Bader. He once was Batman, and now he's a villain.
Speaking of news, I did forget to put it in the slides. I don't know why, because it could have gone in so many different slides. But they did announce the dates for PulseCon this year.
Yes, so, it's like the very end of September, right?
Yeah, Friday, September 30th, and Saturday, October 1st.
Is it a physical event or is it online?
No, PulseCon will never be a physical event.
No.
It will be just like they've done it the last 2 years.
For the 5 seconds they thought it was going to be a physical event, it was called HasCon.
Right.
And then that never happened for obvious reasons.
And at least we'll get Lightning Collection reveals at PulseCon, though.
No, we won't. Don't lie to yourself.
We better, or I drop the line.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Go ahead.
Because I don't believe it.
He wants it to happen.
I want it to happen so bad.
Well,
I was going to say,
I think we can move forward.
If there aren't any reveals at PulseCon, Hasbro has dropped the line.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Josh won't have a choice.
Right.
So are these deluxe scale? I think they are.
They say deluxe. So
yes, okay, it does say.
And PulseCon's going to have Indiana Jones.
Yes, I think that's cool. They're doing Indiana Jones figures, so I'm hoping they do a mix of 6-inch and 3 3/4. Because I remember
because I remember them announcing that they were doing Indiana Jones figures when they re-upped the Star Wars license a couple months ago.
Yes.
So I know that the press release for that said that they were going to make a 6-inch Indiana Jones figure.
And that makes sense. I mean, obviously a 6-inch Indiana Jones is going to happen. And I'll probably get that, like just basic 6-inch Indiana.
Right.
Totally for that.
And they'll probably do one for like each of the movies and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
Because they're bringing the Legos back too.
Oh, no.
Because that got leaked this past week that they're doing a first wave of 4 sets, 1 for each movie, and then they're going to do a second wave of sets for the new movie.
Oh, dude,
So-
I'm on board because I totally missed all the Indiana Jones Legos the first time around. So
Yeah, those sets were
definitely-
awesome.
yeah, I will definitely be getting those. But they did. I think they did 3 3/4 inch figures back when Crystal Skull came out.
Yeah, they did.
But I
yeah.
don't think they were very good because I don't remember who made them.
It was Hasbro.
Was it back then?
I'm pretty sure.
I think it's
Yeah, no,
always been.
Yeah, it was. It was Hasbro.
Was it? Okay.
Because
Hey,
it was
look.
Kenner did it
So these
way
Transformers sure are a thing.
Yeah.
But we were families though.
I had to poo. I'm sorry.
Oh, all right.
You don't need
You didn't even need a Hasbro Pulse effect for that.
Yeah, I did not need flaming piss.
These figures look pretty nice.
Yeah, deluxe class. It's nice that we're actually starting from the start of the show.
Yeah, no
this
more
time?
warrior class bullshit.
We'll have that too. But these are our first 3 deluxe classes. They all look really great. The next slides are vehicle modes.
Oh, okay. We do have their vehicle modes.
Nice.
Bumblebee's fine.
What's this
Twitch?
shit hanging out the back of his ass?
His legs.
That's typically how bodies
His
work.
legs and his weapon, I believe.
Oh, that's okay. So maybe I could take the weapon out. Okay.
But yeah, those big blocks are his feet.
Yeah, I don't. It looks
there's
like
no
2
saving
pieces.
that.
Yeah, that's like a completely different back ass. Like, go back a slide for a second. 'Cause, like, I was literally just about to say, like, oh, Bumblebee's robot mode looks all right. Like, he looks okay.
Are those even his feet?
think
I don't know.
they
It's really
are.
weird. His robot mode's great, and that's thankfully what I care about most.
Yeah, his
but-
robot mode looks fine. And honestly, Meg's robot mode looks okay. I don't really like this other new character. I don't like the weird head. I don't.
What's wrong with its head?
It's just too goofy looking. And I don't like the animation.
Have you seen your
style.
head?
Yeah, but I'm not a toy, am I? I'm not asking anyone to buy my head.
Thank God.
I don't like I said,
Anyone want it?
personally, I don't like this animation style, and I feel like the 2 new characters are heavily steeped in that new animation style. And so it's just not-
that's not incorrect. That's true.
So, look, it's like I said, this show's probably not going to hit well with me, and that's fine. It's not for me, and now it's just less to buy, and I can save money.
I like how I guessed if that was Twitch and the names were on the fucking picture. Anyhow,
Wait, why is it Terran Twitch?
Terrans are like the species of transformer that they are, because they're born
okay.
from like the
She
earth.
came out of
with-
the water I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I see. But I thought like in the other like where they had the names of the people and also the characters, they had it as Twitch and then the last name of the other people.
Yeah, they gave him like the surname of the human family.
Okay. I'm just wondering if there's going to be like a different form later.
No.
Okay.
No, because they come out of the water like very bare bones, like gray, like they haven't taken a alt mode yet. So I'm assuming this is the
protoform.
final form. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, go back to the vehicle modes.
So I thought she would turn into a helicopter.
Yeah, there's this thing.
But-
It's a VTOL drone basically.
Okay.
It just looks like Shockwave's face.
It does. I want a big red shockwave that this plugs into to be the face.
I really wanted that Bumblebee car to be good, and that's so not good. And even like Meg's weird flat, it's like a rectangle with, I don't know. Yeah,
I mean,
think-
if you want an evergreen designed Bumblebee, you have plenty of options.
yeah, don't get me wrong. Here's the thing: I like the stylization of the front half of the car. If it just contoured more, because there's nothing more aerodynamic than a giant rectangle on the back of your car.
Don't worry, they're air intakes, and then they just like get.
Oh, is that
yeah.
how it works? Okay.
I don't know. I'm making shit up.
Like I
What's-
said, the front half of the car, I like it a lot. But that ass, that ass is a problem. All right, what's next? What are
Wait.
these?
These are the warrior classes.
Ugh,
We have that Seeker mold already.
Yep, that is the
Yes.
Cyberverse Seeker mold.
that is 100%. Not even trying.
Coming back as some new Skywarp. We can
Yes.
ignore that one.
Yeah.
Prime and Alita, their gimmicks are just flip out weapons in their arm.
Yeah,
So
I
they
saw
shouldn't
that.
hinder a whole lot. I mean, obviously their warrior class are a little bit cheaper.
I would imagine they'll do these characters again in deluxe later,
It's
right?
Prime and Alita. I'm sure they're going to be
Yeah.
deluxe releases.
I mean, Alita's design overall is not bad. I don't really like the warrior class gimmick, but if they do a decent deluxe class, I think she looks
Yeah,
cool.
like I figured these two are shoo-ins for the.
I mean, they're not going to miss an opportunity to make you buy another.
I would imagine the next warrior class set's just going to be Prime, Alita, and Thrash.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And apparently they are doing Build-A-Figures again for
Oh, geez.
the deluxes. You're building the little human guy. Dietrich
So we're
Bader's
not going to
character.
get we're
Oh,
not going to get another YouTube personality as a Transformer.
No, we're not getting Thew as an action.
All right.
Miyoko
Oh.
modes.
Okay. Not bad.
what in the holy fuck is this?
So these are Tacticons. You put them on your finger, and then you go like this, and they change.
I don't.
And then you go like this, and then they change. I don't know, man.
I mean, whatever. This is just some
I
impulse
thought
thing.
it was
to-
really stupid.
This is to get your kid to shut up in the store when they want, here.
I
here's
mean,
the-
I would
You
have
can
been
also
happy
put
with
on
this.
little puppet shows.
I would have been happy with this as a Happy Meal.
yeah,
these look
something like,
Happy Meal toys.
Yeah.
yeah.
All
This
right.
is these will probably be $15.
Bro.
The way things are going.
God.
Have you ever wanted transforming finger puppets? Here you go.
No, I have not.
I've never thought of that.
Never
ever
even
being a thing,
considered it.
so.
That's my
And
biggest
and
dream.
then Bumblebee's ass lines up better on the finger puppet.
That was good.
All right.
I'm at that
What
point
is
where I'm
this?
so tired everything.
Oh, it's time for
It's
Wheeljack.
Wheeljack.
Oh, here,
What
there
is-
he
are
is.
these
It
are
is a
what?
Wheeljack. It's hard to tell it's a Wheeljack, but it's him.
Are these the Switchblade ones?
Are you sure that's just the top
They
of
they are
Kamen
one
Rider Geats?
steps, but I don't know if they're. I think Wheeljack is a Switchblade one. Bumblebee
Looks like
is
Bumblebee
probably
is.
a Switchblade one. Prime is not.
Prime's just got complete leg back of his trailer. That's a brick.
Prime's trying his best.
I just don't like. Why do you even bother to make this fucking shit? Do kids buy this garbage? If I was a kid, I'd be insulted if he tried to sell me this shit. I mean, like,
The
I'm
the
never
beauty
gonna
is
learn
that
how
they're not trying to
Transformers work
sell
if you
you
don't
this shit.
trust me. But
They're
that's what I'm
trying to
saying,
sell
like,
your mom this shit.
but what I'm trying to say is, like, kids, like, they have no faith in a child to figure out a normal Transformer, so they give him this brick garbage. Like, is this really? Like, I'd rather have a Rescue Heroes than this shit.
Small Dream said the finger puppets are $8.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Wow.
That is garbage. I'm offended now. Move away from
These
this
are
faster.
probably 10 or 12.
Yeah, these will probably be 12, 13. Somewhere
Warriors
there.
are 15. Deluxes are 20.
Okay.
Well, if deluxes actually turn out to be 20, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that'd be great. I'd love them to be 20, but
And the,
I need to transform quick, human. Put your finger in my exhaust. Oh, Blade Runner, you win. You win.
just tickle Optimus Prime's bum.
It was asshole. Oh my god.
Next size is a big bumblebee. It comes
And I
with the
still
girl.
can't get the legs to work.
No,
Maybe
they're
that's
always
really part of the design. Are they supposed to be seats? Maybe they're supposed. Is he convertible? I'm trying to work with you guys.
well.
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
Hold on, I think there's been an accident, Corey. I think that's what happened.
This is the accident.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I'm
surprised
saying.
it took 2.5 hours into the show tonight for that clip.
Yeah,
They-
I am as
yeah.
well.
Then
Maybe,
holding off.
maybe it's supposed to
They
be
do
like
look
the-
like seats.
Yeah,
but
maybe
he's
the
got a
seats are
roof.
seats.
So
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to work with you guys here, but you're giving me nothing.
The
much is
windshield
this?
looks like it's leaned back into the
Yeah.
car.
But even this lines up a little bit. It doesn't have a completely different sized rectangle as the whole back end. Like at least it looks. I don't know, man. We'll
Also,
see.
I do appreciate how this thing turns into a car, and then they give you a figure to stand on top of the car
Yes.
instead of sitting inside of
She
it.
just stands on top.
that's
Tell
how
me that.
that's how
what's
we
it-
ride cars in Fortnite. That's
That's true, yeah.
that's the future.
What's with the
We're all gonna
minivan
stand
bus
on
in
our
the
cars.
background?
Yeah,
That
I
is the
love these-
longest minivan I've ever seen.
I love these
This is
backgrounds.
so
for
long.
these, like that farmhouse one in the last group of photos. Like,
Yeah.
these are great.
I also like how half of these are against like a farmhouse and shit, and then there's the other ones that are just like, here's some cybernetic background.
yeah.
Ugh,
Uh,
I'm very
anyway,
sad.
that's it. The deluxes are nice. That's
Maybe.
well,
How
both
much
of me
is
has
this
problems,
thing?
but this is probably like fucking $40
Yeah,
or
this
some
is
shit.
this
Oh
is
my
this is
God.
also probably 10 inches tall or some shit. So
Yeah, this is big and has like.
the
lights
girl
and-
has a jetpack
so-
accessory. Well, that's for when she falls off of riding on top of the car. I think.
Oh, we're done. I thought.
Oh shit! The jetpack didn't work.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
Oh no. We had a game. Are we still playing the game? What do you guys want to do?
I'm exhausted.
We don't
Yeah.
have to.
You
We,
can
we
save
can we can hold off.
It was a busy week.
Yeah.
I just want to say that the theme of the game, because it won't. Well, I guess it could still work next week. Because this was Comic-Con, I had all Transformers that turned into convention centers. I did an all Decepticon round though, because it's the
Ah.
Clever.
But it could still work next week.
Yeah.
Because we'll have tomorrow and Sunday's news to talk about next
Yeah.
week. So.
Get ready for SDCC Deez Nuts round 2.
SDCC the other nut. You do one nut this week. You do the other nut next week.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Cool. I'm tired. You're tired.
I'm tired.
Let's do something else.
I'm tired.
All right. Well,
Do
thank you
that.
guys for hanging out. Hopefully you had fun with us, and we'll clean up and get out of here. So go enjoy
right.
the rest of your weekend. And
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
We still have about 20 seconds of this guy cleaning. So
Also,
please-
Chris, congrats on winning the game this week.
Oh yes,
That's right.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I won the game.
Yes, I'm so good I can win the game when I host.